Silo.
I kind of didn't want to interrupt this. I just so much enjoyed listening to the beginning here.
Eat.
I know it's not perfect, but thank you, Draco. How are you doing? Welcome, sir. And thank you for the 23 months. It's very much appreciated. Here we are. If you can't tell, I'm wearing my wonderful, soft, black shirt today. I have no idea what that has to do with anything existing and such. That's a win. Congratulations. This is actually a shirt that I picked up not too long ago. I was needing some new work shirts, and I went to one of our local stores and was browsing their selection. And of course, being a tall guy and a fluffy guy, finding shirts is always difficult. So when I ran across this one, I found a purple one, and I bought them both because I loved them both. But they're really nice. They've got almost like a corduroy pattern to them, but it's not quite corduroy. And but they're really soft on the outside, and they feel really, really good. And like, yay! Unfortunately, with it being a black shirt, it does attract hair and fuzz and all sorts of things like that, and it's, yeah, but it is fun to wear. The only problem is when I bought it, I was like in the middle of losing weight. I'm still in the middle of losing weight, but so it fits funny. Now, you know, it was already kind of loose back then, but I tried going down a size, and it was like, nah, this won't work. Oh, it's not gonna work. But yeah. So yeah, dropped off the critter. Yes, I know. Dropped off the critter. The lady was so sweet. That's good. When do you? I assume it wasn't like a there, wait, get a cup of coffee and you're done kind of thing. I assume you have to go back. When do you go back? Is that a tomorrow thing or whenever thing? When Ellie passed away, we actually did not have cremation done. They were like, we'll dispose of the body, and we're like, okay. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know how to even react. They gave us a like a plaster or something of her paw print, and to that effect, we were very grateful. But we were like, we didn't want to keep the ashes for whatever reason. I don't know. That was a hard night too. I don't know who all was here for that. I was streaming that night, and not that night in particular, but I was streaming that night. It was the night right before Thanksgiving in 2020 or 2019. And the right before Thanksgiving. Lovely time, right? That's when all good things happen, right? Thanksgiving and Christmas have wonderful memories for me. So Christmas, I'm not even gonna get into that one. But she was sitting over in her chair. I just finished up stream. I was getting close to ending stream, and she was sitting in the chair, and I noticed her just like convulsing all over the place and then calling out, and I was like, I ended stream almost immediately. I was like, guys, I gotta go. My cat's doing weird stuff. And it turns out she had like a grand mal seizure while sitting in the chair, and it broke my heart because she was sitting there, and when she got out, she couldn't walk, she couldn't like anything. She was just a limp, and it was very sad. And so I sat there with her until almost 5 a.m. and then I got some sleep. I think coffee came out, and she sat with her. I moved her onto the floor so that at least she could be there. We tried to bring some water close by, and she couldn't eat, she couldn't drink. We took her to an emergency care vet because who else are you gonna go see on a holiday? and they checked her out, and they're like, your cat seems fine, she's got good vitals, but she's still recovering from the seizure. And we're like, okay. And we asked, what's this all going to entail and stuff like that, and they were like, well, it could be nothing. It could be, she may go on having a wonderful life. She had already gone blind. So like, she was a blind cat. We knew she was old. We knew that she was not long. And so but we did. It was all of a sudden. Like, we had no clue it was coming. We just figured, okay, we got a happy blind cat. Okay. And so yeah, we took her to the vet, and the vet, they looked her over, they ran some tests, they sent us home with some anti-seizure medicine and maybe a couple other things. And so we brought her home, and we sat her down, and we tried to make her pretty comfortable and let her kind of rest, and then she had another seizure, and that was it. And it was like, it just broke our hearts to see her like that. I think the worst part is, and I think you probably understand this, is having to bring them to somebody. Oh my god. Having to bring them to somebody to have them take care of them. And that was rough. So yeah, I feel your pain, man. No, she didn't suffer much. Yeah, she was a shelter cat we rescued. And we got to talking about it. Like, had she stayed in the shelter, there was no telling what would have happened to her. And so we just got to thinking about, it was like, we gave her a really good cat life. We gave her a life that she probably wouldn't have had. She had health issues from the day that we got her, and it was just a whole bunch of stuff to take in. So, oh goodness. Yeah. And we still have Penny. She's doing okay. She was limping around the house the other day, and that just kind of threw us off. We think she just laid on her leg funny, because she seems to be doing fine today. And yesterday, like, she's been doing fine, better. It's just kind of threw us off, and I don't know if I can handle that. Yeah. But, hi! Welcome to the stream where we talk about sad things. Let's not do that. Welcome back. Here we are. I never want to do it again. It was easier with Hutch since people had handed his life care also. And yeah, that would have been a lot easy. But, yeah, it's not a fun experience. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Trying to remember where we left off in game. I'm deflecting, okay? I am trying to everything aside, because that's how we deal with things, right? No, that's not, but oh goodness. Rushy, welcome. How's it going, man? How about that sports? How about that sports ball? That sports ball's really nice. You see this race thing going on the side over here? It's pretty cool too. Oh, hey, Rushy. Good evening to you, sir. I imagine you're not much longer for this world. If nice black shirt, thank you. It blends in right in with my background and Magus's crotch. Ah, don't tell. Nope, that was wrong. Hi, welcome. So welcome back to Chrono Trigger. Last time we got very nice and distracted, because that's the way things happen when streaming, and yeah. So let's see, let's go ahead and start. So Rushy, we have spent a total of 3 hours of the game playing. Of that 3 hours, an hour and a half of that was actually spent like yakking with some people who came in on a raid about musical instruments and college tuition and majoring in unemployment. All the fun things, right? All the good topics that people need to know about. Um, to catch you up to speed on what happened, catch everybody up to speed on what happened last time. We have just gone through the trial. Basically, a lot of the decisions that we have made over the first part of the game have now kind of come to fruition, and yes, now we're in jail, sentenced to be executed because everybody needs an end game really quick. No, we so it turns out we went to the we woke up we woke up one morning. We woke up one morning and it was during the Millennial Fair in our wonderful land of Chrono Trigger area. I don't know what it's called. That's like, I know so much lore about the game. I don't know that. I don't know what the world is actually called. We've been chaotic neutral Chrono. We have been. We only lost the trial by like 2 votes. So um we went to the Millennial Fair. We bumped into a girl. We were mean to her. we we tried to sell her magical pendant. She used her magic, or we went to our friend's sideshow at the fair, which she had built a teleporter. Um, and the girl used it, and she ended up getting thrown back in time. Turns out the girl was related to the royalty. She was in the royal line, and she fooled the people in the past to make them think that she was the real queen who had apparently just gone missing, and all this other stuff going on. To summarize, we were able to save the queen and restore the timeline back to where it should have been. Then we came back to the present, and as soon as we got back to the present, we were arrested because we kidnapped the princess. And we went on trial, and we got convicted. Which honestly, it doesn't matter. You can be convicted or you can be found guilty. Either way, you get put into jail, and the chancellor comes in is like, 3 days time, you're gonna execute him, no matter what. It's so, yeah, that's pretty much how it is. And so here we are. I think we were going to decide, were we gonna sit here and drink our cares away, or do we want to attempt to break out? We can do either or, and it really doesn't matter too much. Oh, I just heard a day pass by. Oh, here you go. See? One day by. Also, I adjusted the sound settings just a little. There's not a lot of sound right now, but I did adjust the sound just a little bit to try to make it a little bit more even and such. So, I'm going to shrink that just a wee bit. Alright, 1 day until execution. We need to make that decision quick, because, if we're gonna bust out, we gotta do it soon. Otherwise, I'll just let it go. Meow. My cat's meowing. Uh-oh, it's nighttime. It's nighttime. We're gonna... Alright, here we go. Well, let's see what happens then. And finally, the day... Hi, Penny. Yeah. She's upset because everybody's in bed. We're here to take you to your place of execution. Alright, well, here we go. Come along. So, you can actually bust out of here by, like, rustling at the, rustling, or trying to scratch at the grate there. Of course, if you did that, you don't get these wonderful cutscenes. If you could even call these things cutscenes. They don't even give... They gave me an endless chunk of... Or an endless cup of, like, mug water or something that we could drink. Alright, well, here we go. Oh, please don't tell me. Okay, I was gonna say, please don't tell me to kill Fritz. Alright, we've sharpened up. See, look at this short game. We can go back and try to break out. We break out once we game over right here. We've sharpened up the guillotine. Any last words? Please don't. Luca comes. Okay.
Chrono, I've come to save you.
Who the heck are you?
Get out of my way. Take 5, you mugs.
Alright.
So what do you think of my new Zonker 38? Pretty cool, huh?
I love this. I love this part too. I love breaking out, but I like this one just about as much.
Let's blow this joint.
And I'll explain the differences between everything. Alright. I want to get my treasure chest. 1 bronze mail. Alright.
Meow. Meow.
Come here.
Come here. Meow.
I don't know if you're being loud enough for people to hear you.
Come here. Hi. Okay, Penny, look.
I want you to look. You look all funny because you're like, there, look up here.
Meow.
Look, you're halfway there and you're halfway not. Love you.
Yeah.
There you go, kitty. Floofy girl.
Hi.
You can sit on my foot. I don't care. So we're breaking out of the stand. Cat. That be my cat. Alright. So most of this is gonna go this. Help me! We'll save him. So this, I think, is Fritz. I think that's his name. Or Fitz. Something like that. You're a lifesaver. I'm Fritz. My dad runs a store in Truce Village. Stop by if you're in the area. So, of course, these douchebags in here, they're gonna get stuck in there, because why wouldn't we? Now I'm covered in cat. Again, man, I had one of those lint rollers that I cleaned up my shirt with earlier, and yeah. So, everybody's passed out. Oh, I forgot. Can we, I don't know if we can steal stuff off of everybody. So the big change is if you bust out of here, you have to fight just about everyone. With the exception of, there's a few of them you can sneak up on, and you can actually knock them out. Which I thought was actually a really cool mechanic. Alright, come here. Turn it off. Alright. Whoops. Never mind. I technically could have done that. But this is such a cool area to explore in general. And you get experience points for it. Honestly, that's one of the reasons why I was okay with it, because we'd have Luca with us, and she can get some experience points as well. The prisoner's escaping! Did I go the wrong way? Maybe I did. There's a way you can go so that you don't have to worry about, these guys coming in, so... Whoops. Alright. Yay! Money! Levels! Levels. Alright. She said she had a zonker, but it's really just an air gun. Don't let her fool you. Okay. Alright. So we're not going to fight those guys. I'm trying to find my cell, because I know everything from where my cell was. Alright, cool. So, normally you would start here, right? And you would do things. Well, unfortunately, I can't get through this. So instead, you would, like, come out and explore. These guys are pretty cool. Those are shields. They may look like faces, but they're actual shields with people behind them. And, you actually have to fight them a certain way, which, again, I really like whenever games kind of make mechanics like that. Hold on. And smack. And that is how you do that. Okay. That's just a really neat, a really neat mechanic, I guess. Oh gosh. Hi! You're the escaped con. By the way, in case anybody is wondering, we are playing on original Super Nintendo technology here. This is not an emulator. Which I was and I think I said it last time, I'm really proud that I was able to get this thing, you know, to get it working and all the aspect ratios and stuff correct. I say that, but there's, like, really just a filter that you say do it with, so, they don't pay me enough. Even back then, in 1000 AD, the people there realized that they didn't get paid enough hourly wages to put up with this shit. So, there you go. Enough. Alright, so, okay, we'll fight these guys. Again, I am all for fight every enemy you can, but no grinding. Okay, here we are. See, if we try hitting these guys while the mask is up, we'll only do, like, 1 damage. So, we kind of gotta wait. Alright. They should unionize. Absolutely. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that, the Kingdom of Guardia is against unionization. I don't think this one opens all the way, too. Yeah. This is a... Poor guy. What? It's almost like I knew this would happen! Alright. By the way, in case anybody's wondering, the jump attack where he does a double attack is a critical. Normally it's just a slash attack. And I say that, it's whatever you want to call for it. So... We're almost out, though. Hey, what? And smack. And we also get a mid-tonic for that, too. By the way, cool stuff. A second mid-tonic, by the way. You know what? Keeping in tradition here, we're just gonna go ahead and take care of this guy. And we're gonna smack him in his face, because apparently we can do that too. Alright, what are you up to? I'm up to 160 HP and a bunch of ass whooping on your face. Okay. So, one of the things... So, come to find out, I think if you come to the game in... I think if you come to the castle in the present, I don't know if you can actually get into the castle, but if you were, you would find that this whole area does not exist in the present time frame. Instead, what ended up happening is when you went to the past, one of the last things that the Chancellor said back then was, I'm going to use this, or maybe it was King Guardia or Queen Lean, I don't remember. We're going to create a criminal justice system or whatever, and thus we came back and we had a place for a trial. So it was like they created something to exist that you end up using. Again, I know it's all, like, put into the game to be the game, but, like, it's a really cool, like, storytelling moment, you know? Alright. Gimme. And here. Alright. So we can come here. Look, poor guy. He's just bones. Oh no. Poor guy. We'll attack these guys. I think they'll end up coming back. Open. Open. No. See, you got the regular attack there. For the, I think, let's see, who all has weapons that shoot? I think Luca and Marley are the only two that have weapons that shoot. Their stuff does kind of a flash attack whenever it does a critical. Alright. Whoops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoops. Missed that. So, remember we saw all those doors that we couldn't open, we couldn't get through? Well, here is where we get into that. It's one of those, like, little secrety things. I don't remember if you guys saw this, where there was a hole in the wall. Alright, I'm gonna climb down. And now we can get into this room, which just so happens to be next to here. Now, if this was a good game, they would have made it like Dark Souls, and this would open up and you'd have a shortcut. However, this was done before they figured all that crap out, so yeah. Instead, we gotta climb our way all the way back up and hopefully not die before we get to a save station, and nah, it's all good. Like I said, this is my favorite game for a lot of reasons, and honestly, it's all fair. Alright, hello. Good little shieldy dudes. I'm gonna go ahead and attack one without, see. Does 8 damage. And he responds by throwing a rock in my face. So, you know, that's a thing. But I hit the wrong one again. Oh my god. No. Okay, well, you threw a rock at the wrong person. Whoops. Alright. Ooh. And, just like, I think the Final Fantasy games, these guys will, like, reuse the game reuses the skins. You can actually find those enemies later on in the game as well. Although I believe that specific one is much later on. Alright, here we are. We're back to the castle. And we got some mid-tonics here. Top secret document has been left behind on the floor. Care to read it? To Prison Supervisor, Dragon Tank Owner's Manual. The tank head repairs the body damage. It contains a shield that prevents damage by lightning and fire. Unless the head can be defeated, the tank is unbeatable. So, foreshadowing, hints, whatever. Go ahead and heal up. Alright. Let's save. By the way, Rushy, I don't know if you're here or not. This is one of the last saves that I had. You can see that I'm at level 75 on my characters. I've been playing this game for a while. Because you don't get to, like, every time you do New Game Plus, you can just recycle to whatever level you were on. And as far as I know, and I think I mentioned it last time even, this is the first game that I know of that really employed a New Game Plus mechanic. And it wasn't until later games like Dark Souls and things like that where they decided to make the New Game Plus mechanic actually make the game more difficult. Basically, the enemies plus themselves up too. Alright. What was that? Well, we read the manual. We know exactly what that is. He's a dragon tank. Forward, dragon tank, crush those rebels. Alright, and then again we can attack the head. So this battle is actually fairly simple, honestly. The big thing is we want to take out the head as soon as possible and deal as much damage to the rest of the body as well. So we're going to just do that by this. Right now, Luca is going to attack, but she's also going to be... You know what? I'm going to have her attack the head. She's going to be our healer and give others to give us more stuff. More... plus whatever. I don't know. To give us more magic points. Shit, words are hard, okay? More games should include New Game Plus. Every game should have it. Yes, I agree. 100% I agree. Okay, we should be getting close to killing off the head. Maybe two more runs at it. Okay. I'm trying to remember the other games that I've played in the past that have a New Game Plus feature. I will say this, I wish more of the Final Fantasy games had New Game Plus. Oh my god, I wish I did. Gonna leave a lurk and play some Borderlands? No problem, man. You have an excellent time. Saving Pandora from all the evils. Okay, I am actually going to heal. Oh, I healed the wrong person. Actually, I did not. Chronos is the big hitter. We need to keep him alive. However, now that the head is gone, we can just focus on what's important here. We can heal up, get ready. Technically, I could be using those mid-tonics and really making my life easier, but they're tonics, right? We'll never use them again in this game. We'll max out before anything. And I think I'm gonna wait and do a fire whirl. Let's do a dual tech. See? Much better. I'll go for another one too. Honestly, the dual techs usually give you just slightly more damage, I think, than the regular attacks do or whatnot. Just slightly. So, yay, we win. Also, I love the fact that they add in I don't know, like, non-traditional things into the cutscenes or whatever. Your characters actually enact the cutscenes. They got the dragon tank! Fix it quickly! Uh-oh. Well, he's in a pickle. How you guys doing? Thank you for being my bridge. Also, as soon as we leave, we cannot go back this way again, so... Hope I got everything. I did. Don't fool yourselves into thinking you've gotten away with this. I got away with everything. Alright. So, fun times. Everybody's gonna get mad at me. Hey guys, how's it going? Hi! They're escaping! They'll chase you out. These guys too. We have no choice but to break through. They're escaping! Everybody's escaping! Stop! Princess Nadia. Alright. This is the princess. This is who we saved last time, and then got, like, promptly accused of kidnapping. I mean, she's kind of cute for a sprite, so I understand the accusations. This is my friend. Show him your respect. But can't you take orders? Of course. Hold it right there. Wait. Hold it right there. I forgot that it was him and not the king. Do as King Guardia the 33rd says. Wait. Father. Silence, Princess Nadia. The throne comes before your personal wishes. What? Just because I have a title doesn't mean I'm not a person? You pick up strange ideas venturing outside. I didn't pick up anything. It's called common sense. Princess Nadia. I despise you. I'm leaving. Look, it's modern day. It's modern day households. Okay. Princess Nadia. Come on, Chrono. Don't just stand there after them. I wish I could do Skeletor because, like, if I could do a good Skeletor voice, I'm pretty sure that's how the Chancellor would sound. Princess Nadia. There they are. Don't lose them. Alright, well, we're getting kind of pigeonholed here. There's no escape. Silence! Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! My controller! No! So I'm playing on old equipment, and apparently it does not want to move. Oh gosh. Oh, don't do this to me. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on. We can fix this. Alright. Nothing like unplugging your controller and having to re-plug it back in. Old ass technology still works like a charm though. Looks like a dead end. Love old tech. I love my old tech. I wouldn't give up this controller for anything though. A gate! I'm pretty sure if I like... I don't know if I can... Oh, I could get into this thing. It's got screws. But I'm pretty sure like some of the wires are all twisted up and probably in bad shape inside the cord. Come on! But we don't know where it will take us. I don't care. Who cares? This place stinks. Alright. Princess Nadia. I love it. Alright, best reaction of the game incoming. This is completely irrational. Hurry, Chrono. Alright. Now watch the Chancellor. Oh! That face. Oh man. They disappeared. Oh. Best thing ever. Eek. It's perfect, right? Youch. There's no way the Chancellor can reach us here. But where are we? The civilization here seems so advanced. Like we're in another world. Not exactly. So these are cool little doors here. Always plays this eerie kind of melody every time you try to open them. I think there were some boxes. There's one back in the glade or whatever that we were at. And it says a strange crest is engraved here. It's sealed by some kind of power. So we can actually go back in time, and of course, whatever. We can go back in time, but we can't do anything, and I'll show you guys why. So we're back in the clearing. So there's actually a chest with that same crest right here. And there's a couple other ones in around here. Oh goodness. Oh, I didn't know we could Oh, that's why. I was like, wait a second, I didn't know we could actually get out of here. Just kidding. I knew there was a reason why I never came back this way. Later on, after you give it some time, they block it off so you really can't even go anywhere. And it actually blocks it off so you can't get back to that one until, like, much later in the game. Okay. So look! It's an icy wasteland! We're on the moon! What the hell? What happened? It looks awful. It's terrible. We're on Trandome. Alright. You got any cash? Hey man, you wanna buy a watch? I got your watch right here. I got all the latest. You call this money? Oh well, I got some good stuff. So we can actually buy upgrades now. First off, I'm gonna sell some of my old stuff that I don't need. This is one of those few games that you don't actually have to hold on to crap, which is wonderful. There's only one thing that I always recommend holding on to, in its much later game. Oh, I can buy it. Okay. Frog's weapon, so without giving too many spoilers for later, because I know Rushy hasn't seen this game all the way through, Frog's end weapon is something that you actually lose in New Game Plus. So I always save his weapon right before you swap to that one. For reasons. Save money, it'll do you good. That's my motto. Alright. You'll find some food at Eris Dome to the northeast, but only if you can get past Lab 16. The beasts there don't react to weapons like guns and your swords. Okay. Truce Dome? Never heard of it. This is Trandome. If you're looking for food, you lose. A kingdom? What are you talking about? This is an Intertron. You get a full night's sleep in a few seconds, but it leaves you hungry. See, a strange crest is engraved here. Guess what? That's going to be a new theme. Will we rest? Absolutely. Yeah! But you're still hungry. Alright, well they warned us. Now, I find it funny, like, there's no food here. These people have been surviving by using the Innertron, and I'm not exactly sure how that actually makes sense scientifically, because it contains no nutrition. How are their cells, like, how are they even living? How are the living be done? Alright. Welcome to Lab 16. Full of rats and awful things here. So in case you're wondering, the reason why I am not trying to attack, or sorry, attack the rats here is you can't actually attack them. They will steal your stuff. And I don't want them to steal. Okay, well, there you go. He stole a tonic, and he ran away. Octopod. These things are fun, though. Wink, 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 wink. Okay. So the meat eater, that's the little bird-looking thing up there in the right. Flower thing. I'm not even sure what it is. I always thought it would look like a bird. That thing, I think, heals once and then it starts attacking with, like, fiery stuff, I believe. Oh no, he heals twice. Never mind. Ignore what I said. I don't know because it's been too long. Now, these octopods are actually enemies that are get reskinned later on, and I believe that they can suck your health out and then, like, give it to themselves. Alright. Marley learns Provoke. Provoke's a really cool one. We'll use that here in a bit. Did I not buy... We're going back to Trandome. I didn't buy anything. Whoopsie. Alright. I lost my mind. We need the autogun. And then I'm gonna go ahead and buy. And that, oops, should be it for now. Vampire octopods. Exactly. No, they're amazing. I love them to death. They're kind of cute. Alright, and then iron suit, and then everybody should be up. I think I want to leave the ribbon on Marley. And I'm not worried about healing up for this, because I'm not. We'll ignore this first battle on the right. We'll just come straight in here. Alright. I love these craters. I don't know what it is about them. This particular enemy comes in multiple times, but I think that they look so freaking cute. They've I don't know what it is about a rock with a weird looking face and what looks like a tongue sticking out on him. It's just like, it's just cute. Alright. Oh, I should have used Provoke. Ah. So Provoke is something you can do, I believe, to, I think Provoke allows you to get items. It's basically steal. Alright. Oh, hey, look, another load sword. That's my third one now, mind you. Alright, tech. Yeah. Alright. Provoke. Confuse enemy. Oh, maybe it's not. There is one where you can actually steal items, and I think maybe that's Charm. And I think that's actually Ayla's. Oh, that's okay. Can you guys not, please? Like, everybody's so spread out, I can't do anything. Okay. Well, that did not do what I thought it would. So, just like, I think, Final Fantasy type logic, if the enemy is confused and you hit them, then they lose their confusion status. Same way with, I think there's a sleep you can do. It's the same idea. Okay. Fuck! Stupid rat. Load bow. Now this one we don't have. I still... Damn it, I'm so dumb. I keep on forgetting to equip my stuff. It's the fallacy of playing this game on New Game Plus so many times. You don't have to re-equip stuff, you just do it once. Alright, Cyclone, we'll kill both of these guys. I forgot, now that we have Marley in our party, we actually have somebody who can handle for, what do you call it? Like, she can do our healing for us. Oh, no, stop. Okay. Kill the octopod! Kill the meat eater! Imagine just like a whole bunch of raging vegetarians. Kill the meat eaters! No! Leave me alone, Owen. I had steak tonight, don't judge me. Ah, crap, what was I... Okay. I think you can actually get around these without triggering a battle, but that would be contrary to our purpose here. We wish to kill everything we possibly can. And hopefully not die by these things freaking launching things at us. You had smoked a sausage. We were supposed to do taco bowls tonight, and I got home and I was kind of like, I really don't want to mess with cooking. And Coffee was like, do you want to go out? It's like, yeah, I don't want to cook. Where did we go? Mexican restaurant. Taco Thursday is totally a thing in our household. Forget this whole Taco Tuesday business. That's overrated. We do Taco Thursdays. It's the next best thing. It'll catch on, I'm sure. So if you remember the guy saying, like, these guys won't, that you can't attack them and do damage, it's because it's these guys. These guys are immune to everything except for fire and other magic, which right now we only have Fire Whirl or Fire Toss. So, Tequila Tuesdays. Now that I could get behind. I could get behind Tequila Tuesdays. Alright. Mutant. I don't want to deal with the mutants. So I'm actually going to take this time, do Flame Toss on this guy, And we haven't seen it yet. Aura Whirl is one of our like bread and butter heal techs that we will use throughout the game. In Mario RPG, it was Group Hug. Here, it's Aura Whirl. And, oops, I believe we can flame toss both of them. There we are. Come on. These things are so annoying to deal with. There's more annoying things coming along, but like these guys are probably the worst. At least for now. But so I will probably, you know, when we get to a certain spot, I will probably pause the stream for just a moment because I want to have the option given to you guys to help choose what characters we're going to be using. And unfortunately, I can't actually, I say pause, I'm just going to like sidetrack from it. My Irish ancestors are offended I'm not drinking today, but my my liver is pleased. I really don't drink a lot anymore. Last weekend was a very big exception. Mainly because I had Monday off. I'm pretty sure my liver hates me for it, so... Alright, we killed everything on this map. Or, well, we're in the process of killing everything on this map. You know what? Hold on. No, stop sucking me! Look at my butt. Thank you. Was also fun since it's so rare. Yeah, I would like to do more. By the way, the when they're confused, they don't do like near the damage either. Another reason to use it. I would like to do it more often. It's just one of those things that like it just doesn't happen very often. I'm pretty sure my doctor would be upset, but I felt good afterward, and yeah, that's all that matters. All right, Eris Dome. No, it is not a throw out or throwback, throw out, throw to Eris from Final Fantasy. This is before that time. Final Fantasy VII, so... who are you? I am your friend. You there, where are you from? We came from the laboratories to the west. What? Hey, we've got people who crossed the ruins. Say again. You're joking. Just imagine all these people like, I'm so unimpressed by this... So there are people who can beat up those freaky mutants. If you were finishing a whole bottle of wine every day, could see be a big problem. Yeah, once in a while. Yeah, it's only once in a while. So this is Doan. Pardon me, I'm Doan. I'm the descendant of the director of this info center. In the basement, there's a huge computer and a storage center for food. But yet we can't get through because of the robot guards. It's a pity. Well, first things first. I need my Initron. I'm going to be hungry and I don't care. I gotta restore all my stuff. I'm still hungry. I am not hungry from dinner. I had like a steak nachos. Or, yeah. Have any money? You sure this is money? Well, I have to lighten my inventory anyway. Alright, I don't think there's anything we actually need here, but I am gonna sell. Another load sword, of course, right? And I think I can get rid of all this stuff. Good. Save money, it'll do you good. That's what the guy who walked to the other dome used to say. Alright. Save number 6. Not that I'm really worried about it, but we're gonna head down. Are you going down below? Well, of course. But no one's ever returned from there. You gotta try, right? Okay, it's nice to see such spirited young people for a change. And careful now and come back alive. Alright. I wonder, hold on a second. This console controls the passageway. We need the password to get through. So even though I know the password, it won't actually let me through. Bummer. Okay. Look, it's a statue of a rat. There's a memo attached to it, warning anyone within the vicinity of the stockroom will be attacked. Alright, well, I'll take that warning to heart and go directly to the stockroom. Now, if you remember the beginning of the game, something happens here. I say beginning of the game, the beginning cutscene where whatever the sequence where they're running through all the really cool stuff and showing things that happen inside the game. This is that room, and it's got a really annoying alarm. Let's trigger it. Executing program. What's going on? Let's go. All right. Here we are, fighting the Guardian. There is a trick to this battle, as you can see. I'm kind of doing that right now. We're killing off the bits first, rather than the Guardian itself. You can, if you are like super OP, run a spell or something on like New Game Plus and kill everything at once, and it's fine. But if you don't, then like the counterattack by Guardian is amazingly bad. They do that sort of thing, except it's the other way around, and it like magnifies the amount of damage. I guess I could show here. And if both bits are alive, then it's like really, really bad. Amplifier. Yeah, see. Look at that. Horrible. Okay. So not quite as bad that way, but it's a counterattack, so it's like it happens every single time. If both bits are alive, then like it does this whole triangle delta looking attack thing that like damages your entire party and is bad. Alright, I think I just want everybody at full health. Actually, I think the countdown is to revive the bits. Now that I think about it. You remember this, though? Like, in old games, they used to have, like, countdowns, and you knew something bad was gonna happen when that... Like, when it reached 0. And guess what? It just reached 0. Alright, I can do this now. Hold on. Let everybody see what happens when you attack the main computer. Triangle of Death. Alright. Cyclone. Just do extra damage, for sure. Like, the first time I actually ran into this boss, I thought I was in big trouble. It's really not that bad of a boss. It just seems worse because of, I guess, how it's... Just because it's a big, giant enemy on the screen, you know? Alright. Marley, I'm gonna have you heal because I was dumb, but I had to show off the counterattack. And it's only one, by the way, to like 1 MP to heal. And that's probably one reason why it's like the bread and butter heal of the entire game, is because it's such a cheap heal. Or the group hug is. It's like 1 for Marley and 2 for Chrono. I'll show that off here. Yeah. So you can look, it shows you how much MP it costs right here. Okay, we're looking for a breakdown. Yay! So the bots in this game don't actually die, they break down. That happens later on too. So, experience. So, here we are. Something reeks. So, everything's completely rotten. The refrigeration must have failed. So, all these poor people. Chrono, look! He passed away long ago, I suppose. He's holding something. What do you suppose this is? It looks like some kind of seed. A seed? Do you suppose it could grow in a place like this? Following is written on a soiled sheet of paper. The rat is more than just a statue. It knows the secret of this dome. Catch it. He'll squeal like a rat. He's gonna run no matter what. You can't sneak up on him. Ah, no! I need my controller to work. Okay. This is actually easier from this side, believe it or not. I don't know what it is. Never mind, it sucks. It's horrible. I hate it. Come on, let me catch rat. Ah, nah. I swear this thing slows down each time you do it just to spite you. There he is. Okay, got it. I give up. I'll tell you everything. Press and hold the LR buttons, and then press the A button to access the secret passage. Don't make any mistakes, or you'll be sorry. You won't be sorry. The rat's just a big talker, okay? He talks a big game, but really... Really... He's a small... there's nothing there. So, this is what it does. Bloop. And if you screw it up, nothing happens. I'm pressing other buttons. Ooh, hold on a second. I'm gonna be smart. I like it. These guys. So I'm gonna point this out because this is just something I thought was really interesting. We just came out of this thing, right? They saw that we returned from being down below. We've got the seed in our hands, but nothing actually happens right here, right now. When we come back, there'll be this whole dialogue on what actually went on while we were down here. Alright. So fun fact, if you're smart and you don't attack, this little robot in the middle will kill half the enemies for you. Then you don't have to, you can save yourself a round, really. That's the trick. Okay, and then run up here. I am an item whore, by the way. This is one of those games where there's only like a few places where if you decide to try to grab all chests, it would... Where's the fun in that? No. I mean, it's kind of fun to have your enemies take themselves out, you know? This is one of those games that it can be punishing for you to open up every single treasure chest right away. Can be. Not always. We start getting into Paradox Land whenever that happens. Alright. Good times. Alrighty. Not much left, right? My first time playing this game, I actually dodged a lot of the enemies in this room instead of fighting them. And then I kind of realized as I went along, it's better for you to fight all of the enemies. You don't have to fight extras, just fight all of them. And then, yeah, good things happen. There's only one place in the game that I will actually grind on, and we'll just have fun just, you know, kind of messing with it. And that is when we go to the past, there is a... Oh, shit, that's not what I wanted. Dang it, I can't actually... Fine. There's a point where you can go to, it's called the hunting grounds, and if you hunt enough of the same items, it will, come on, thank you, it will give you, you can trade them in for better items later on, and some of those are really, really good items, like really, really good. Like, I think you can trade in for, it's called a ruby armor and ruby vest, which protects against fire stuff. And it's significant kind of protection. Alright, who wants to attack? Actually, you know what? Hold on. Worth it. Kill 2? Yeah. Alright. Do. By the way, when I say I love this game and I love a lot of things about it, I always talk about the music. Here's how obsessed I am with this music, okay? I posted a couple of the albums that I've listened to in the Discord. That's a couple of them. I have the original soundtrack on CD somewhere. I don't know where. I have several other things of it. Plus, I have saved to my Spotify list because, let's face it, nobody plays CDs anymore except for, like, vehicles. And even then, that's becoming more of a rarity. I have saved on there probably about 5 different albums that focus on music from this game. One of my favorite ones is the Blake Robinson Synthetic Orchestra, and I can listen to that entire album front to end and tell you exactly what's happening inside the game. Why? Because I'm a fucking nerd. Oh, guess what? The password's the same on this one too. But I can't open that door, it's sealed with a mysterious energy. The fact that CDs are becoming not a weak thing is weird to me. You know what? I get that. I grew up with CDs. I remember when CDs became a thing. Like, I remember when tape cassettes ceased to be a thing. Because, like, there for the longest time, a cassette tape was like, dude, mixtapes. We didn't have ways of writing to CDs back in the day. All we had were mixtapes. And you had all the vehicles, all the cars had tape decks. And when they finally came out with CD players that people could use, they all had the weird, funky little tape thing that you plugged into the CD player, or into the tape player. And the other end went into your CD player, and it baked into the aux jack or whatever, the headphones jack, and you could play your CD music through it. And it still sucked because anytime you hit a bump on the road, the CD would skip and it'd be like, yeah, and it wouldn't work correctly. Or your batteries would die on the CD player, and then they started making car adapters for that. And then some people just got smart and said, hey, let's put a CD player inside the car. That's a good idea. And they did it, and it turned out being a great thing. A great thing. Alright, you guys ready for a cutscene? First album, which was Backstreet Boys, was on a cassette tape. So, interesting that you mentioned that. Did you know that they have a concert? They're still going on tour. Backstreet Boys are still going on tour. Did you know this? Did people know this? I know this. You know how I know this? My wife is obsessed with Backstreet Boys. And not only is she obsessed, her best friend is obsessed. And the two of them have gotten my daughter obsessed. And while I have absolutely no issue with the fact I have no issue with the fact that they're obsessed, it's a thing. Yes, it's salty because I'm fucking pro. Well, I am too now. Tomorrow in Memphis, the Backstreet Boys are playing a concert. Reunion's tour started in late 2019. I know, and since then, my wife and her friend have been to, I think, 2 of those concerts. One of them actually got like canceled because it was bad weather. They got their money back for it, but they went to another one. So I very much know this. And there was, and then there was that stupid pandemic thing that happened. Like, that sucked. Hi Dracon, welcome. Stupid pandemic is running all those Backstreet Boy concerts. Pretty sure they gave refunds for that too. They did it. It was a concert in Oklahoma that they drove there, and the weather was so awful they had to cancel it. There was like tornadoes or something like that. And then like either 6 months later or something like that, they got their money back. Okay. 6 months later or a year later or so, they were able to go to another concert that was in Dallas. So guys don't watch much Game Grumps. No, I don't. We're calling COVID-19 the Backstreet Boys reunion tickets. Yeah, I haven't recently watched them. I don't watch a lot of big. We had this conversation with a guy at work today. I don't watch a lot of big name YouTubers at all. It was a joke from theirs for a year and a half. No, I don't watch a lot of big name YouTubers. I have like 2 that I watch that might have over 1 million subscribers. I have two that I watch that might have somewhere between 500,000 to a million subscribers, and then everybody else has got like 50K or less. Most of them have like 2K or less. Because I like small content creators. They're just a lot more homely, and I'm not trying to plug small content creators like myself on YouTube, because please don't go and follow the YouTube channel. It's full of bullshit and stupid shit, and I don't add anything to it ever. It's a dead channel. Please. So this is the info center. Good, the computer's still operational. If we run a search on time warps, we might find our gates. Asshole. I got a button for that. No, I don't. I took my button away because I didn't want to plug it. Here, I got it. That was for everyone who knows what channel not. Yeah, don't follow that channel. It's absolutely shit. However, you will find my Elden Ring playthrough on it, because that can't be lost. Grumps were the first YouTubers I followed. I don't remember who the first one I followed was. I don't remember. It might have been like Mark Rober or something like that. Or like, Warp Zone. I think it was Warp Zone. East of Eris Dome. That's where it was. I think it was Warp Zone, because I liked their parodies and, you know, video game parodies and such. Alright. Fun times. All thanks to Duck Boots, yeah. If I remember right, I don't know if you've talked to Duck Boots recently, Dracon. Of course we have, because, you know, family. It sounds like he and Multi have gotten moved, and they're, or something like that. I know they closed on their house and such, so, and we're gonna be living close to them when we move, yay! Unintended bonus. Me and him would sit in the Xbox party and watch the playthrough of Ocarina of Time. I actually loaded that up at one point. That would be Proto-Dome, I believe. Leave it to Luca. I'm beginning to think you could find anything with this device. Hey, what does this button do? Alright, this is the whole purpose of the game right here. Yay, being close to friends or family or whatever. Both. Yes, all of the above. My brother-in-law is pretty cool. So, you haven't talked to him in 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, we spoke to him just the other night. Coffee sent him it was a meme, and is of toilet paper, right? It had one of them, 2 rolls of toilet paper, one of them where the trail or the tail of the paper was coming off the front, and one of them where it was going off the back. Now, I don't know what kind of savages you guys are, but I am the type of non-savage that likes to have his toilet paper that rolls off the front, because then you just tap it and it gives you a nice little bit of toilet paper to have. There are some people in our household, not going to name names, daughter, that she likes to put it on backwards so that the tail goes down the backside. And there's something inherently wrong with this, and I don't like it. All that to say this, it had something that said, with the one on the front, beards are cool, and the one on the back, mullets are not. And I'll see if I can find it, and I'll post it in Discord or something a little bit later. And I was like, oh, that's a burn. Because, Dracon, I don't know if you've ever met my father-in-law, but he has been attempting to grow a mullet, and it looks absolutely horrid. Absolutely horrid. But he loves it, and yeah. He is a cool and weird in a good way. Wait, are we talking about my father-in-law, or are we talking about Duck Boots? Could go anywhere with this family, you never know. Mine just sits in the vertical holder. Okay, that is fair too. Kind of savage that leaves the TP on the back of the toilet or cabinet. Because my late bastard man liked to pull it on. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. No, I understand that too. Boots. Okay. No, I understand that one. You know what? It is not savagery to leave it off of the holder altogether. Okay, that is not savagery. It is still savagery if you put it on backwards. You will get made fun of, at least in this household. 1999 AD. By the way, this has already happened. It's the visual record of the Day of Lavos. This is when shit started to go wrong with the planet. You guys didn't know this, but this is when it happened. It was in 1999. Half the internet wasn't even born then. We were living just a peaceful life. It was a day like any other. And suddenly the sky was blotched out and a big crater appeared. And then lo and behold, shit. Lots and lots of shit. With an awesome theme song. Shit with an awesome theme song. Don't forget this theme song. We're also living in domes. I don't know if you knew that. We were living in domes back then. They were all broken because of the shit falling from the sky. And the awesome theme song. It was 8 or 9 depending on when in 1999. Okay, that's fair. Well, I was 17 or 18. No, I wasn't that. I was... Don't make me math. 16 or 17, I think. What is that? Lavos, is that what's destroying our world? We must truly be in the future. No! I like how she's got... Look at the mouth. It's just... No way! I refuse to believe it. I'm what, 38? I'm 39, sir. I turned 40 this year. Or were you talking to Dracon? I don't think Dracon's... No. Old. Yeah, old. And yet I can still play Dark Souls. I'm proof that old doesn't make you a bad gamer. Just being a bad gamer makes you a bad gamer. 37. Okay, yeah. So years up by school years, so it's hard for me to do that. Yeah. Look, I graduated high school in 2001. I graduated college in 2005. I am still working on graduating from working and going into retirement. I keep on fucking that up, and so every year just seems to add another couple on. I flunk out of the retirement. I don't know what it is. I keep on studying for the test. I never pass it. The final, man, it gets me every time. This! I split mine up by fuckery that happened that year. Okay. And 2020. 2020 was also another year. The pre-2020 and post-2020. That's a fuckery year too. This can't be the way the world... This can't be the way the world ends. Well, I'm sorry, sweetheart. This is the second year I've been 37, not because I'm trying to stay young, because I can't do math. Rock on, man. Just do what Coffee did. She hit like 30 and she's like, I'm gonna start aging backwards. That sounds like fun, right? I was like, how's that doing for you now? How's your hips doing? Do they feel like a 20-year-old's? No. I am older than her, so she's, no. All last year I thought it was 30. It's valid. You're as old as you feel. I feel up here. I feel like I'm about 27 years old. I really do. Up here, about 22, maybe 3. Like 3-year-old, because that's how I act sometimes. My legs, my knees, they're like 80. So, you know, I'll take the average. It's around 40, I think. Something like that. It works. I feel like a mummy. That's fair. Yes, but... Yes, I'm gonna leave it at that. All the wrappings. Chrono. There's only one thing we can do. We must change history. Just like Chrono did when he saved me. Okay, Luca? Okay, Chrono? Yes, I guess so. It was a stroke of luck that we were sent through that gate. Alright, Chrono, let's go! Chrono, Luca, together we can do this! Which reminds me I need to shower and moisture. Okay, moisture... Yeah, moisturize. I did read that right. But so much... That works. Let's take a second to do some more research on Lavos' activities back in our time period. Next stop, Protodome. Okay. I kind of don't want to fight all these robots. How's my health look? It's not bad. We'll bring everything up back in. I am deferring shower time until tomorrow morning. The last couple nights I've been streaming, I've been taking showers right before stream, which honestly feels good. It's kind of nice to just be finished and go straight to bed, but after breaking everything down, because again, living room. But yeah. Yeah, but those, thems were good times. Again, I wouldn't, how many people do you know say they would love to go back to high school? I'm not one of them. I hated high school. We were having this discussion. I don't know if anybody has ever seen, what was the movie? I think it was called The New Guy. It's an older movie, of course, because I'm old. But they're talking about like this one guy comes to this school, he acts like he's like all cool and stuff, and then like it doesn't gel with some of the jocks or whatever that are there, and they do some digging and find out that he was from another school and he was considered a loser, a nerd or something like that at that other school, and like they did this whole thing like, you know, once a nerd always a nerd or sort of thing, and I got to thinking about that. I was like, dang, that is like too on the nose. Because like there's so many times it's like you're like, oh, I'm going to go and reinvent myself. The world's like, no you aren't. You were like branded. It is in your soul. Absolutely wouldn't do high school again. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'd do college again. I enjoyed college. I actually, so many people do college and they get out and they're ready to get out and stuff, and I was too, but I liked learning. College was like a really fun learning experience, and that I would do again. Hell, if I could, I'd be a professional student and just like learn everything I possibly could. At a bachelor's level. I don't forget going to that master's shit, that's way too much. But I'd have to be like paid to do that, so love to learn, but I hate high school. Yeah, I hate school environments. I get that. I do and I don't. Like, I don't know, I crave structure in my life because I don't know, I didn't have a lot of good organization growing up, and so like college was this great way to organize everything and make it all kind of compartmentalized and such. I did not enjoy like cost of book and fees and stuff like that, and again, somebody would have to pay for me to go back to college, and don't want it to be me, but I would totally learn to go, or love to go back and learn, especially some topics that maybe I didn't get a chance to cover a lot of. philosophy and psychology and things like that, just because there's just so much cool little topics that you can have while you're doing, like, to just learn with all that stuff. Why people think the way they do, why they work the way they do. I love that about things. I mean, I'm a kind of guy, I like to know why things work. Got that curiosity kind of thing and that problem solving sense, but in that same aspect, it's like, you know, money, doing all that stuff again. You hit me, you little bastard. I'm going to swipe your face. The lack of organization was probably the ADHD. I had the same problem. It's still me. Yes, although I will say this, and this is something that I've noticed as of late. I had a lot of lack of organization as a kid, like as a younger kid. I wouldn't say I hyper fixated on it, but I have let that be a driving force in attempting. I'm not going to say I fixed it, because it's not really fixed. I'm going to be honest with myself. Attempting to make it better. Attempting. Like, given the chance, yeah, things get out of hand. The reason why my desk is a stack of ink bottles, Keurig pods, and pins. I think there's also change. Oh, dude, speaking of Keurig pods, I saw this, it was an article from CBR today. It was, somebody had created a coffee pod or something that will be a coffee pod, but it's in kind of like, it looks like it's a chocolate ball, okay? And it's like these little coffee balls, and you would like run it through this machine and it would add hot water to it. It would melt and just create coffee, like instant coffee, just like a Keurig machine inside your cup or whatever, and it's like 100% like dissolved into your cup, so there's no waste or anything. Oh man, I wish I had my phone nearby, because I had it saved in my, I think it was the last thing I copy and pasted. Actually, I could probably find it real quick. It just, the idea of it looks so cool. Let me see if I can find it. Alright, copy link. Yeah, I got it. This is going to link you to the Twitter one, because I did it there, but that should link you to the actual one. Oh, BGR, not CBR. It's a single-serve coffee balls that replace pods, is what it is. And it shows you a picture of the little pod. It looks like it's truly like a hardened version of instant coffee. And I want to know more. I am 100% intrigued on how this works. I am not a big fan of Keurig in itself. There's some things about it I just don't enjoy. But this idea, this concept, I think is really cool. I think it's great. Right? You know, I like it. I wonder if it worked for cold brew or iced coffee. I imagine if the technology comes out and it starts like really working out well, then I can imagine it being adapted for just about everything. It looks so cool. It looks so clean. And can you imagine, like, even if you don't have a machine, you could drop one of those little balls inside of a cup of hot water and just stir until it becomes coffee, and you're like, damn, this was a marble of coffee, and I love it. You don't have to pay for a stupid machine that's specialized. I would love it. No. Remember, we grabbed that seed and we came up here earlier. You're back! Well, what did you discover? That this is our future. Electric kettle, exactly. Electric kettle would work just fine. We have a non-electric version because tea and stuff like that, but we can I guess, get away with that. I wouldn't mind having an electric kettle, but it's not like it's so far down on my priority list that, like, I don't need it. Who cares? Where's the food? This is all we could get. I love this. He hands him a seed, and they're all like, seeds? You don't know how long the Energon will hold out. I can't read either. Goodness. Those seeds might be your only hope. You have to stay alive, and so do we. Huh? You're strange. You're different from us. I think it's because we're healthy. Hell? Heal thigh? Healthy? It's got a nice ring to it. We'll try growing the seeds. What are those? What are those, Gramps? Those are our future. I had a cheap one that I got from Walmart in Maine. I used it to make cup noodles when I didn't have the packet ones. See, back in the day, they didn't like us to have electric kettles and stuff up at the college dorms, but they were okay with us having coffee makers for some stupid reason. I don't know why, okay? Because they're basically the same thing, right? Well, what I would do is I would use the coffee maker to heat water in, and then I would pour that in on top of the noodles or on top of, like, tea or whatever, oatmeal, all those sorts of things. And so, yeah, like, I live by the rule of the drip coffee pot, okay? It's used for more than just coffee. There's so many more things you can use it for. You've done it before. See? And it works, right? It's not as good as, like, boiling your thing of ramen noodles, but still, it works. So make a whole pot of water and keep it hot too. Yeah. Oh man, coffee pots back in the, it's like, don't get me wrong, I see the value in Keurigs, but I can't justify it because it's just too expensive of a cost, and the K-Cups are just, they're just kind of atrocious whenever you think about them. I really can't justify it. Like, I've had people, my mother has offered to buy us, like, a Keurig, I think, multiple times for Christmas or anniversary or birthdays and stuff, and I'm like, no, please do not take it. Please understand, if you get me a Keurig, I will donate it, sell it, get rid of it, toss it on the curb. It will have no home in my household. Number one, the coffee does not taste as good as a drip coffee pot. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care anything about it. It's quick coffee, that's all it is. It's instant coffee that's glorified in a little cup that's plastic, that's supposed to be good for the environment, but not necessarily. At least with coffee grounds, I feel like I've got something biodegradable, you know? I don't know if it's any better or worse, but I can make an entire pot of coffee for me to drink, and I will get 3 or 4 cups out of it. For me, not to mention anybody else in the household who wants it, and we can enjoy it. And it's not 4 or 5 or 6 pods of coffee that cost us like $2 to now do. It's 6 cups that I spent probably about 25 cents on. I look at it like that, okay? That's my math. That is, yeah. Heading to Protodome? By the way of Laboratory 32, and take this with you. Got a bike key. A cheap one came with a reusable filter that I can put grounds in. Now see, that's different. Still, it's only single cup, and you don't quite get the same thing. Like at work, we have essentially a, it's called a Starbucks machine. It is not a Starbucks machine. If Starbucks used this machine, they would go out of business. That's how shitty this coffee is. But they put Starbucks coffee in the hopes that it won't be shitty. It still tastes like shit. Okay? I don't use it. I used it for all of about 1 week, and I realized that Hi, Ethan Burris. Thank you for the fake raid. case you guys didn't know, Ethan Burris does not stream. Please don't go follow him at twitch.tv/Ethan Burris. Love you, man. We're talking about coffee pots and how they have a coffee machine at my work that tastes absolutely horrible. But okay, so it's supposed to be a Starbucks machine. The only thing Starbucks about it is the fact that they put Starbucks coffee in there, which makes it also tastes like ass and shit, and nobody wants to drink it, except for these people I'm gonna knock on the younger generation here. I'm gonna sound like a real old fart, right? Except for the young kids that don't know any better, because all they've had is instant coffee and Keurig single cup coffees, and they've never had the benefit of a true drip coffee pot and have a full flavored bit of coffee come through. So because they don't have that, they are missing out on so many different things. It's like they think that it tastes the best in the world. And I'm like, have you tasted this? Have you truly tasted this? It's bitter. Like, coffee should not have this bitterness to it. And it's because of how it's done. Mom is the only one who drinks coffee, so buying her Keurig makes sense. She buys the pods like everyone's 2 or 3. But here's the thing, like, at least with Keurigs, I feel like they've done a good job with their cups that make it so it doesn't have that same flavor. This stuff tastes bad because they grind the beans right there, which you would think would make it taste better, but it doesn't. They do it, and then they have to push such hot water through it that it like seeps out too much of the flavor. It adds too much acidity to it, and it's just absolutely shit. Don't drink a lot of coffee, so 1 or 2 cups a day was plenty for me. But see, that's fine. Again, I think Keurig has actually done something right by their stuff as far as formulating it. And had we had a Keurig machine, I would probably bitch less and go with it. It burns the grounds, exactly. It pushes too hot of water through it. It might be a fake streamer, but it was an honest raid. Except for you weren't live. Wait, you were live. You were streaming null, if I remember right. Isn't that what it comes up with? I gotta know now. Let's see. You were playing no game. Twitch called you out. Or Nightbot called you out. How is no game? I heard it was pretty boring. There's no boss in it either. No game boss. Everybody knows the no game boss. It's a key to the jet bike in number 32. I keep hitting the wrong button. It switches the text to bottom to top. I used to ride it when I was young. I hope it still works. They got more powerful robots there. Take care and stay healthy. Oh no. No, I sat here too long. No, my... Oh, okay. Let's say my controller is acting up again. RIP controller. I have to go grab the other one. It was Dr. No Game. Okay. I have to grab my other controller before the next stream. Especially if this one's going to be like this. But yeah, the coffee is absolute junk in that machine, and I think you're right, Draco. It burns the grounds, and the grinder just doesn't do a good job. Because there's been times that like the grinder will actually break down. It's not good, and there is no amount of creamer or sugar that you can add to that coffee to make it to revive it into a drinkable state. It is like permanently gross. Now, the one cool thing is that guy offers up that machine offers up the ability to do instant coffees that are actual instant coffees. It just mixes it with hot water. And they've got a French vanilla that is pretty good. And then they also have a hot chocolate that's not too bad. Shh. Stop it, game. Given the chance, I'd rather have a good pour-over coffee just to make a cold brew. Dude, I would love to have a cold brew concentrate machine. Oh my god, like, people don't understand how good that can be. Okay, here's the question. We're gonna have to do it eventually. Do we go through the sewers and go ahead and clear out the sewers, or do we just go ahead and go straight on to the lab and do the bike minigame? Which is like, out of everything in this game, I think the bike minigame is the one thing that has not aged well. We're gonna have to do it regardless, or we can, well, I think we can skip it and run through, but it's like, it's honestly more fun to do the bike, so, you don't get a machine, get a pitcher and some clean cheesecloth and pour grounds in cheesecloth filled with, there's ways you can, there's actual machines that are, I say machines, it's dedicated for it, right? It's, you put the grounds in one end and it will saturate the grounds, and I don't know if it has a built-in filter or what, but it'll run stuff through and actually make the concentrate for you. Some drink coffee, I drink instant cappuccino. Look, again, it's formulated. Instant cappuccino is formulated to taste good. It's not being, and you are doing the work on it as far as adding the hot water and whatnot. It's not being burnt when you make it, or if it is, then you're doing it wrong. There is tea waiting for me, right? Dude, hot tea is good. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. Hot tea is amazing. I mean, I live in America. All we like to have is like iced tea and sweet tea and stuff. But no, I want my tea hot, and I want it to have honey in it most times. And it better not be like the Lipton iced tea type tea. It's got to be something like a good black tea or green tea or even a white tea. It sounds unnecessarily expensive when you can get a cheap glass pitcher from the Dollar Tree. But that costs $1. Ew, dollar coffee. Ew. No, I'm just kidding. It's not my case in okay, the amaretto. Alright, are we going through the sewers or not? It matters not to me. In the grand scheme of things, it's not going to get us a lot, so... Yes. Okay. I saw yes. There's a little bit of story to be had down in here, so... Bandits! I must report to Sir Crawley! He needs a completely different voice. Alright. Alright. We have fish people. That's also assuming that these guys don't kick my ass. If they kick our ass, and I'm like leaving. This is actually one of the few points in the game where I would consider leaving and not coming down here, and or avoiding enemies a valid strategy. Also, how dare I talk down iced tea? I did not drink a lot of iced tea growing up. I live in the South, okay? Iced tea is, like, staple here. Not to me. There was a bridge here, I saw it, Ribbit. Ribbit! Fool, Ribbit, there's nothing here. But it's true, Ribbit. Someone's coming, let's scram, Ribbit. I feel like it's like supposed to be Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Alright. Gotta be smart. I do need to take out the little water guy, because he is probably going to do a hell of a lot more damage. You also love a good hot tea. I have to be in the mood for it. Usually rather have lemonade. Now, see, that's fair, too. My daughter actually loves lemonade. My wife's been trying to get her into tea, and I'm like, she doesn't need the caffeine. She doesn't need that stuff. I don't know. And did you ever hear that, like, this is a tad on the spooky side. This is an eerie place, but I got a bad feeling. Okay. Have you ever heard that, like, caffeine stunts growth? I don't know if that's actually a thing, because I started drinking, like, coffee whenever I was really, really young, and I'm still over 6 foot tall. Easton Burris, for you, I think that's like a meter and 1.6 meters, something like that. 1.8 meters. So yeah, you have to be in a good mood for especially lemonade. Yeah, fresh made lemonade. Although I will say this, the lemonade from concentrate is not near as good as like actual fresh lemonade. I'll tell you what I like though is limeade. Growing up, one second, I need a drink. Growing up, we actually had a place right in town. It was they made homemade limeades and lemonades. There's a place called Frank Brannan's. I might have been 7'5" without coffee. Well, I didn't want to break the records around here and make people feel uncomfortable now, would I? Yeah. Drank a lot of coffee as a teenager. I'm 5'8", which is tall for someone, but yeah, that's true. It's taller than my mom. That's something. I keep on telling my daughter, okay, you gotta understand, my sister-in-law is short. Like, short. She is 5, I think we figured it out, she was 5'1". She tries to tack on 5'1 3/4", and I'll give her that, but she's under 5'2". Alright? She's short. She is the shortest in our family, save her son, who is probably going to surpass him in about a year. She is the butt end of every... Which sister-in-law? I only have one... not multi. Not multi. I forget. Yes. Not multi. Although I think she's kind of short too. I say she, they. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. There is caffeine in black tea too. Yes, I know. I like a lot. Yes, there is. Did you know black tea is the only thing that can actually wake me up as far as the drink goes? Coffee doesn't do it. It just makes me sleepy. So I'm closer to 5'3"-ish, yeah. No. Coffee's sister is a little bit shorter than 5'2". And she's the butt end of almost every short joke in our family. Like, hey, it would be nice if somebody could reach this thing. Well, it's not gonna be you. We are mean, we are relentless, and she's heard it all, and she lets it bounce, and it just rolls right off her shoulders. She's cool with it. At least that's what we tend to think. And we've made so many jokes, And of course, like, me and my brother-in-law, Duck Boots, we're like the tallest in the family. I think he's a little bit taller than I am. Um, my sister-in-law's husband is also pretty tall. He's like an inch shorter than I am. So we're like the three tall guys, and we're all like ripping short jokes on him. And I turned to my daughter at one point, because this is how fate would have it. And I said, I don't care if you're short, just you gotta be taller than Ant. Because if you're not taller than Ant, I will never hear the end of it for the rest of my life. Around 190 centimeters. I'd have to do... Okay, quick conversion. That seems pretty tall, if I remember right. If I remember my conversions right. So... let's see, feet to centimeter, inches to centimeters. Inches to centimeters. It's been a while since I've done this one. Let's see, I am, we'll say 74. So you are just a touch taller than I am. I'm about 188. So, which honestly, 190 is probably around where my dad is, to tell you the truth. Yeah. 5 foot, 6'2". Okay, yeah. So it's like I said, you're probably like, we're right around the same height. I think you would be slightly taller than I am. I think Draco's taller, not Draco, Dracon is taller than I am, because you're as tall as Duck Boots, right? And I think he's just slightly taller than I am. Sister-in-law is also 5'2" something. Her solution to reach this thing is fuck y'all tall people. That's one way to do it. You have never interacted with that sister? That's okay. She's kind of a bitch. Don't tell her I said that. That's okay, I'm kind of an asshole to her, so it evens out. Slightly shorter because of a slouch. I used to be the same height. Okay. Alright, it's all over. The fishmen attack even if I make the slightest noise. I'd rather have my gums scraped than to have to fight these fiends. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna heal up. Because these guys are pretty rough. So this is a cool thing, like everything here, if you interact with anything that makes noise, like if you touch the cat, it meows, or if you if you hit the can and kick it into the trap, it makes noise. If you touch the cheese, a mouse comes out, eats it, and makes noise. And then of course, and I will touch this one, if you try to touch the save point, if you remember the save points in this game, they make a little ringing sound, which makes noise. There you go. I fought one. Usually I just run by all of this stuff because, again, this area is really not necessary in my plans of world domination in the game. But, yeah, as far as coffee goes, like, I don't know. They always said, and I'm pretty sure it's just one of those like rumory things, or, you know, old wives' tales kind of thing. That if you drink too much coffee as a kid, it'll stunt your growth or something like that. I'm not sure I actually believe it, but yeah. We tall people are always the same, always in a size disadvantage. Every work day, I was asked to get something from upper shelves, as if I'm a ladder. That, yeah. Again, I know the pain. I've been there. I've worked it. I've lived it. Okay, I'm gonna do... Wait. Okay, fine. I need that one. Yeah. We've been so mean to my sister-in-law in those regards. And to be like, how do you keep... How do you keep you? I don't even have it. You know, how do I keep? I'm gonna call her Syl, because that's what Draco always calls his sister-in-law. And I always have to go, Syl, who the fuck is Syl? Sister-in-law. Gotcha. Seriously, every single time it goes through my head, who the fuck is Syl? Why do I not know this name? He keeps on referring to him as Syl. Who the fuck? Oh. Guys, I might be a little dumb some days, okay? It happens, right? Yeah. So, Syl will be talking, and we'll ask, you know, how do you keep stuff away from Syl? Well, you just put it on this top shelf. I forgot all of the jokes I was gonna make because of that. I wonder what if I asked our smallest colleague to get something from the lower shelf. He was never near the ground. I'm salty. I took my earring out to clean it. Can't find the hole again. I am trying so desperately to find some kind of joke about somebody taking something out and not being able to find their hole again, and it be a sexy whatever joke, but I can't. I can't settle for a that's what she said, though, and it just, yeah. Hashtag no. There you go. Okay, that'll work. Press the switch and open and the bridge opens. Ribbit. So switch it on. Ribbit. Ribbit. It's out of reach, Ribbit. And you call yourself a frog, Ribbit. Ribbit. Someone's coming. Let's scram. Get my power drill out and make a new hole. Look, my ear holes, my extra ear holes, because I do have two that are still there. Although people say I don't use them enough. My ear holes have all overgrown. I haven't had earrings in so long. And yes, I used to have earrings. Technically, the outlines of the holes are still there. I don't know if they'd even... I don't know if I could, like, get up close enough to the camera to show them off. I don't know if that's a thing. But, like, you might be able to... Lighting is atrocious. Yep, no, you can't see them. That's okay. Just take my word for it. They exist. We have other ones that don't close up all the way. I just need to get it. See, I've often thought about getting my ears re-pierced. I don't know what it is. Like, growing up, I thought there was something that's like really cool about guys who had long hair. Guys who had ears pierced, like, something about that just made them look cool. I thought it was really neat. And so when I finally got to the point where I could make those decisions and whatnot, and I made those decisions, like, I felt real good about myself. The earrings were kind of fun, because, like, I thought my mom was going to say no, and I was like, hey, Mom, can I go get my ears pierced? She's like, cool, let me take you. I was like, oh shit, do I really want to do this now? Front of mine are still open, the back's all grew over. Yeah, see, that's my problem too. You have to push them through. That's my problem too. It does kind of hurt when you do that. I've thought about getting them re-pierced. Thought about it. One Rage Band. What does Rage Band do? Is it another... 50% power counterattacks? Yes, please. But yeah, I've thought about it. I actually tried doing it myself once, and I was like, no, I can't. I can't. If you do, go to an actual piercing studio or a tattoo shop. Yeah, I would probably go to a we have a tattoo shop downtown that I wouldn't mind going back to, because I don't know. I need to find a new tattoo. I've been itching to get something new for a while, but I don't know what I want. Like, you gotta have something that's not just cool, but it's something you want. And I haven't quite gotten there yet. Like, I don't know what I would get. Coffee has 2. She's got a penguin, and she's got a little Harry Potter tattoo. Now I've got 2 as well. 3 technically. Alright? I've got a portal tattoo that goes from... It's actually a 2-piece. It's an open portal on my left calf and a closing... the other side of the portal on my right. And it has the little portal guy running through it. It's blue on one side, orange on the other. It looks really cool. And then I got a Jack Skellington on my arm. So... I do mine fairly easy. I have a whole box of sterile needles. Yeah. But effort. So I never had any jewelry except for a short while, a chain. That's fair. I tried wearing necklaces. Necklaces just weren't my thing. I tried wearing a choker actually at one point, and that kind of worked, but just never worked out for me. It never felt like me. Like, earrings felt like me. I don't know how better to describe it. Probably because it was low effort. The choker, the like bracelets and stuff, you have to like remember to take off, and same way with a lot of necklaces, you got to take them off when you go swimming or when you get in the shower or something like that, or else they start to itch, and it's like, eh. The earrings I just kind of left in there all the time, and I'd take them out like maybe once a day, clean them off, and then just put them back in, because it just had like regular studs. Or I would save the whenever you get your ears pierced, they send it with like a little juice or something that you can, like disinfectant stuff that you can put on there, and I would put that back on and let it like do everything. Hey, Black Diamond, welcome. Corona. Wait, it is not Corona. It is Chrono. Welcome, Black Diamond. How you doing tonight, man? I didn't even see you were streaming. You playing... Oh, System Shock. More System Shock. That was a cool game. Let's do this. Alright, we'll go to widescreen. Take this off so I can rest. Welcome, everybody. Hi! My name is Silo. We're talking about all sorts of things that are not related to this video game, namely earrings. So, clean mine once a week. Lazy try. Yeah, exactly. We're talking about, like, I used to have earrings. My ear holes have, grown over. So, yeah. Sorry, I am like completely out of it. Hi, Black Diamond. Welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome, Black Diamond's community. How are you guys doing? My name is Silo. It's good to meet y'all. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. We were talking about earrings and other body modifications, because we were talking about tattoos as well. If I didn't work in the morning, I would entirely finish System Shock 2 tonight. Oh, yeah, that was an interesting game. Like, I'd never heard of the game before. Although I think I've seen some of the like some of the pictures and stuff, just from what I got to watch. I think it was yesterday. I think I'd seen bits and pieces of it before. It looked like such a, like, the game reminds me, I don't know if how many of you guys know of, the game was Deus Ex, and it released in, like, 2000, I think, maybe 1999. System Shock 2 released in 1999, so it's been out for a little while. It's been around for about the same amount of time, and the graphics are so 1999. Like, they are so old. But it was like, Yeah, it was like the era of RPGs. It was whenever like all these different game companies were trying to attempt to make RPGs, but also in the form of first-person shooters. And yeah, that was super clunky, dude. Yeah. Um, Deus Ex was Eidos, I think. Eidos Montreal or Eidos, whatever. I think eventually Square Enix bought them up and they ruined the series. But before that happened, it existed on its own. Not Eidos. No. I thought Deus Ex was Eidos at that time. I'll have to look it up because that's one of my few games that I still play from back in the day. But they again eventually. Oh no. Okay, I was like, oh, I was gonna say, I think Deus Ex was Eidos, and then they eventually sold out to Squeenix. Yeah. Eventually. Hi, cat. Meow. Meow. She's over there meowing. I don't know if you guys can hear her when she talks. Come here. She just wants to say hi. She forgets that I'm here. But yeah, like, Deus Ex was such a cool game, and I see a lot of similarities between the two of them. That was also around the same time as, like, what was it, the games, like, Red Dead Rampage came out, and that was another really clunky-ass game. That one was funny, though. That was there for Half-Life. Oh, dude, Half-Life, too. Oh, my God. Half-Life was... Half-Life and all of its offshoot games. You had Half-Life. I remember playing Half-Life and going, this is cool. And then they came out with like Blue Shift, and they came out with I think it was Black Ops or something like that. There's like three different like things that they had, and those were all like it ran on the Half-Life engine. It had the same kind of same things in it, but like they did a different side of the story of what actually happened at the Black Mesa science facility or whatever. Is actually really cool on when you start playing on Half-Life. There's a spot where you're on a tram or whatever, and you're going across this big open gap, and there's this guy, it's a security guard, and he's like banging on a door and he can't get through. When you play Blue Shift, you're actually the guy at the door trying to get through, and it's locked, and if you turn around you'll see Freeman like running across on this little tram thing. It's super cool. It was at the time, blew everybody's mind. 90% of all sci-fi and FPS games come from the Holy Trinity, right? Gearbox did 2 expansions. Okay, yeah, so it was like Blue Shift, and I want to say it was like Black Ops or something like that. And I had them both because I absolutely loved the series. It was a really cool series. Marfitimus Blackimus has a lot of documentation. Oh, really? Opposing Force. Yes. Maybe that's what okay. Yes. And you were... And so in Blue Shift, you were basically one of the security guards at Black Mesa. In Opposing Force, you were... at one point or another, they send in kind of like a special ops team, and yeah, that was when you were part of that special ops team, and then the people who owned the place just kind of left you to die. It's like, oh, whoopsie. Yeah, that was good times. Let's see. You have Q source. What is it? I say source. I don't know if that's actually right. I don't know anything about that stuff, man. I didn't know anything about that. Shanti, welcome everybody. Caught me during a break. Y'all are awesome. Welcome Zelda. Welcome Shanti. How are y'all doing? How was Monster Hunter Rise? I believe that's what you were playing. Is that right? Let's, I peeked in, but... Yeah. Welcome, Raditz. How's it going? We're playing Chrono... By the way, everybody, we just had Black Diamond come in here. We're playing Chrono Trigger tonight. My name's Silo as well. Here, let me, like, start over, right? My brain is a mush, okay? Most nights, but some nights more than others. My name is Silo. I play a variety of games. Right now we are playing Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is a retro game from the 1990s. It ran on the old Super Nintendo, which I actually have my original hardware. Don't look at my ceiling. You can barely see it down there because of all the lighting stuff they have to do for green screen. But I am actually playing on the original hardware and the original cart, and as we are finding out tonight, my original controller is a piece of shit, and it keeps on like shorting out and stuff. But yeah, we've been having a lot of fun tonight. Thank you for the raid, Shanti. I really appreciate that. I saw that they that they carried you. That's so sad. Come on. I don't think you give yourself enough credit. Or we're talking about old games at this point and stuff like that. Things from the 90s. You do have to raid and run. No problem, Shanti. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for bringing your community over. See? Raditz says it all. He's calling you out, Shanti. Ain't carry Jack. It was all you. Right. So you did System Shock 2, wanted to finish because it couldn't because of work tomorrow. Yeah, and that's right. Yeah, Black Diamond just raided right before you, Shanti, and we've been kind of yakking, so... OG Quake Source hit its expansion and mods off of old Gold Source. Half-Life 2, and oh goodness. Scrolling, quit scrolling. Source 1, CSGO is partly running off of Source 2. Half-Life Alyx. So, are these newer games actually still running off of some of this old source code for these things? Because that's kind of impressive, honestly. That is not the right scene. Ew. Ew. That's better. Let's not stretch out the SNES. Hey Arrow, how's it going? Welcome. I'm gonna be mostly lurky tonight. It's not a problem. I appreciate you being here. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. We're playing Chrono Trigger. We're in the sewers for funsies. We don't have to be here. We just wanted to because why not? Mark Half-Life Alyx is the mark point for the engine changing from Source 1 to Source 2. Okay. But yeah, we're just chilling. I mean, I'm trying to read through the game as we go along. Have a good time with it as much as we can. And yeah. If you guys are not familiar with Chrono Trigger, it is one of my favorite games. I would say it is my favorite game, honestly. It is an old game, but it holds up really well to today's standards, I think. It's not too long of a game. It's got a good battle system. It's got some unique features that even back in the day were new and fresh, and even today we don't see them in a lot of new games. So, cool things that they did. I love this game, and I think it's one of the. It's a shame that Square Enix has not tried to revive it. So, let's see. CS:GO's panorama menu is running Source 2, but the game is still running Source 1. Wow, old stuff. Insurgency Sandstorm. Wow, I didn't know that. Huh. Not gonna go into too much, not to be a downer. Family stuff is happening, so I'm gonna lurk and try. Don't worry about it. You take care of yourself. That's the important part. Take care of yourself. Make sure you're doing what you need to do to keep yourself in a good mind and good health. Because honestly, nowadays it's the one thing that we can do for ourselves that can't be taken away. I don't know. It's just really nice. Please do that. Um, Technically tied with super modified sources. Wow. Like, you know a lot about this source stuff, Black Diamond. I had no clue. Look, I don't know much at all. I know that there are different source engines out there and or different like graphics engines, and I'm cool with that. I don't know what they all do. I'm so bad. I'm a cool nerd but not a nerd kind of nerd. Nerd? Yeah. The three of them are almost here. Sir Crawley, coming through the sewer like they own it. They must have a death wish. We shall teach them a lesson. Let's show them. Just let them come through here. There'll be a chopped liver. Ha 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 ha. Wait, ha hee ha har 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 har. Oh man. On the topic of what's good for people, my dumbass is on the 5th wind after 3 days and maybe 2 hours of sleep. Draco, am I gonna have to end stream early so that you can go get some sleep? Probably not, because I don't think you would go and get some sleep. You would just continue to find something else to keep you entertained, so... Been source modding for a decade. And here I am, I program computer game, or I program for a computer's software for a living, and I've done no modding whatsoever in my life. Oops. Missed opportunities. I'm gonna figure out where I put my melatonin and force myself to sleep. That's fair. Alright, guard. The guard doesn't even want to stick around, he knows. Huh? Alright, Sir Corrali time. I'll shred you. No, you won't. That's because we're awesome. Ow. It's not easy or fun? No. Draco, have a good night, sir. Thank you for stopping in, hanging for a little while, talking coffee and all sorts of other cool things. I hope you had a good night, and I hope you get some good rest. I know you've had a lot going on. So, Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is an RPG. Specifically, it's a JRPG from the 1990s. As you can tell by the crazy aspect ratio and old pixelated graphics, right? The game kind of surpasses a lot of what I would know, or what I would say is most modern day JRPGs, just by the fact that you can get through the entire game and never have to stop and grind for a huge amount of time. You can just play through it, and as long as you don't run away from too many battles, you'll be the perfect level for wherever you need to be in the game. It's very well done. It's just hard enough to be challenging. If you want to go out of your way to level, you can, but it's not necessary. Something else is really cool. Again, I mentioned at one point the game kind of pioneered a lot of really cool things, that some of which have caught on and stuck around today, maybe a little bit different, and then a couple things that haven't. You guys might have seen some of it right then and there. It's where we use dual text. It's basically you use two different people to do an attack or do something to either do more damage or like change the type of thing that's happening. There's not a lot of games nowadays that do that, and I don't think that it really caught on, but it's such a cool concept. The other thing that I would say they did was they created this concept for New Game Plus. There may have been another game or two that came out before that had it, but I am not familiar with what it is. So, welcome. This is, we've got some peoples in a strange door. So, let's see. Gone are the days of someone putting together a fun little mod for the internet. Been working off and on the CSGO map for about 2 years. A Game Boy RPG for wow. The way it handles XP is fucking ass. You appear to have the battle. Wait, you have to appear in the battle to get any party XP, and some characters have no battle potential until later on. I'm okay with the idea about having to be in the battle to get the XP, although I am very much a fan of XP is shared across all characters, whether or not they are in the battle or not, just because it makes things a little bit easier. Okay, we'll talk to you. Old man! Shala, I've missed you so. No, you must not climb Death Peak. You wouldn't make it very far anyway. It has to be the right time, and they have to show you the way. Say, did you see my masterpiece, the Ocean Palace and the Blackbird? I designed and built them both. No, we have no idea what you're talking about, old man. Strange creature. I am pleased you think me worthy, oh wise one. I await your final program code. Now don't go getting all emotional on me, critter. Back to work now. This is a really cool thing. Like, this is a neat interaction that most people don't get because they skip this part. Like, they don't go in the sewers because that's technically not where you're supposed to go. But you do get rewarded with a better sword and some other cool stuff, so. And then you got Death Peak, which we can try to go, but we really can't make it up. Because we're going to get about this far, maybe even see the tree. Yep, and then we get blown off. Sad. Mass powers and special abilities are pretty core to fighting any enemy. Yeah. These, so for this thing right here, again, the dual techs are probably what make it really interesting, because you can do these like shared attacks between things or between characters, and a lot of times it will create an attack that's stronger, or it'll allow you to add like it'll allow you to add maybe an extra element of damage to something, which is really, really nice as well. I want to say that the last game that kind of had that concept was probably like Final Fantasy IX. May have been another one of the Final Fantasy games. But I remember, I think it was Steiner in Final Fantasy IX. If you had Vivi in your group, he could cast like fire and ice and stuff onto Steiner's sword. I want to say that was a thing, but it's been so long that now I'm actually questioning it. So you have fire and water. To have invisibility, okay, water wall is starter ability, because enemies have certain elemental resistances. You need to max fire and water later in the game. Yeah, like Pokemon, right? Well, I've got lightning right here, and I also have fire, and I have water, so I get you. Alright, let's go. Y'all ready? See, there's two ways to get through the runes of this. We can go and actually run through it, or we can use the bike. And I prefer the bike because it's a story element, and it's kind of fun. Although this is, out of the entire game, this is probably the one thing that I really feel like has not aged well. With the exception of the music. The music is pretty boss. Hold it right there. Hey, it's the man. The man. Like, thanks for the intro, babe. The man. It's like, oh yeah, you lowlights can call me Johnny. Now listen up. Part of an old highway leads through these ruins. Think you can beat me in a bike race? I wish I could do an Elvis impersonation, because I feel like that would be how he talked. Use that jet bike and don't chicken out, babe. Oh, do you know how to ride? Yes. Just get in the bike and go. We'll figure it out as we go. It's more than that, or Stone or stupid OP early on. It's a Pokemon, man. I'm telling you. Ice is reliable through the whole game. Wind has to be. Bionicles, the Maze of Shadows. Alright, so basically, this, like I said, this right here is an example of, like, horrible graphics from back in the day. Your best bet is to try to stay right in front of him, and to get past, like, to get to the other side, you actually have to beat him. But best way to do that is to watch your rest and wait till the very last moment and use your boost, which you get 3 boosts total. Limited enemy spawns. When an enemy is killed in the world space, they're gone for the rest of your save. Let's see, I like that. That's something that's really neat about this, right? It doesn't leave them gone for the rest of your gameplay, but what it does do is it'll leave it gone in the area. There's no random encounters in this game. That's what I really, really like about it. You can actually see the enemies on the map. You can choose to engage or run away, depending. So, you beat me. Wait. You beat me. I don't get it. You can challenge me anytime. We'll ride like a wind, babe. I think it's the only way to get across from one side to the other, honestly. Alright, let's see. Protodome time. So, we're about to hit up the factory. The factory is such a cool place. Well, it may be the last thing we do tonight, because I don't know if I'll have a lot of time to do beyond that. Actually, you know what? We'll go to the end of time, and then we'll call it a night there. That'll actually be a good stopping point. We'll go to the end of time and learn magic. How about that? Everybody needs to learn magic in their life. But see, like, these guys are gone. There is no random encounters on this. Now, if I leave and come back, those guys will respawn. Just kidding. They don't some enemies don't respawn. Just kidding. Eat that one for days. Casually streams until end of time. Exactly. Who needs to do anything different here? Intertron. That's the one thing, again, like, use special moves in this game, right? So, I can actually show everybody my special moves. I got Cyclone and Slash on Chrono. I got Flame Toss and Hypno Wave. And then I've got Aura and Provoke. Aura's set this way so I can actually use it to heal somebody. What's cool about this game, and I may have mentioned it earlier, I know I've mentioned it earlier, there's Aura Whirl and Fire Whirl. These are considered dual techs. Basically, you use some of the techs from both of your characters and combine them into other things. So you can do a Flame Whirl attack inside of like a AoE kind of thing, or you can restore all, you can do kind of like a restore HP to people and stuff. If you're familiar with the game Mario RPG, this is pretty much like the Princess Toadstool's group hug ability. So, once you change locales, you can't go back. RIP. Alright. Time for a robot. Everybody likes the robot. He also has a cool theme song. That's another thing. Like, the music in this game is just really amazing. It's really well done. Main composer for it was Yasunori Mitsuda, I believe. But he also had help in it with Nobu Uematsu, who is... both of them are pretty big composers, or were pretty big composers in Square back in the day. Now they've kind of farmed all their stuff to, like, Minions and such, but... eh. What's this? It's in bad shape, but it appears to be a humanoid robot. Incredible! I think I can fix it. What? It might attack us. I'll make sure it won't. Machines aren't capable of evil. Humans make them that way. Luca, you pity them, don't you? Let me get to work now, okay? I always thought that this was pretty neat. Like, she is from the year 1000, mind you, and we're in the year, like, 2300 right now in the game, and she knows how to fix out a robot from, like, that's had 1300 years of technological advancements. Just a thing. Just gonna give it some juice. Robot. Good morning.
Good morning, mistress. What is your command?
I'm not your mistress. I'm Marley. And this is Chrono. And Luca here fixed you.
Understood. Madam Luca, fix me.
Just Luca will do.
Impossible. That would be rude.
Street countdown. No.
Look, I hate formal titles, don't you, Marley?
Hate them.
I understand, Luca.
Alright, now what's your name?
Name? My serial number is R66Y.
R66Y? Cool.
I like it. The nerd of the party's like, that's a cool name. We're gonna work with that. Not sure the IT crowd. It depends on who you talk to, but we did just try turning it off and on again, right? I know what you're talking about. I see what you're doing there. Yeah, IT crowd was, I wouldn't say it was necessarily big, but it was big with some circles.
No, that won't do at all. Come on, Chrono, let's give him a better name.
Robo.
Robo, that's perfect.
I'm leaving everybody their defaults for now. We can change names later, okay, alright?
Your new name is Robo, okay?
I am Robo. Data storage complete.
Hey, Robo, why aren't there any people here?
What has happened here? There were many humans and others of my kind in this dome.
I think something awful happened here.
It would appear so. But how is it that you survived?
We came through a time warp from the year 1000. While exploring Eris Dome, we learned there was a gate here. We found you when we came looking for the gate. But the door to the inner chambers is locked, so we're out of luck.
The power is off. If we go to the factory up north, I can pass through security and activate this dome's generator.
You do that for us?
You repaired me, now it's my turn to help you. But the generator won't run for long, so someone must stay behind to open the door while the power's on.
Then Marley and I will stay. Who will stay behind?
Alright, do we do this via randomness, or what do we do? Nothing bad happened in the future. This is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Very fine. Welcome, Lad Insane. How are you doing? Who do we leave behind? Next stream, by the way, next stream I'm going to have it set up so that we can choose what our party, or who is going to be in our party. It'll be channel redemption points. Because honestly, I like having, y'all can make me play with people that I absolutely hate playing with and nobody wants to play with. Okay. I mean, I know who I would choose. I am going to close my eyes. I'm not looking at anything. I want everybody to see that my eyes are closed, okay? Okay, I'm randomly pressing buttons, and we will just hit it and go with whatever the choice is. Okay, please be... Oh, did I get stuck with Luca? I did. Oh, shit. Alright, love this game. Been playing it since it came out in SNES. I understand. Pay no attention to the weird, chunky stuff. There it is. We're running on original hardware, controller, glitches, and all. It's controller. I have been doing the same. I love this game. This is by far my favorite game. Probably that's ever been made. I've got other ones that I really enjoy, but there's something about this one that always brings it home. I've owned it on multiple platforms. Yeah, fist bumps to you too, man. I've owned it on multiple platforms. The only platform I didn't own it on was DS, and that's partly because I didn't actually have a DS. Sad. But don't hold that against me. I at least, you know, I had it for a while. I used it only on emulators, and then just because I didn't have my Super Nintendo with me, then I lost the ability to do all that good stuff. How many endings have I seen? All of them? I don't know if I still have the PlayStation card. I had the one that they dual released for. It was a Chrono Trigger and I want to say like Final Fantasy IV on PlayStation 1, and it had the you could actually check them off, but like hold on a second. Well, I'm gonna save. Actually, you can see it here. So you can see this is my secondary save, right? This is my normal save that I would have done if I had done a New Game Plus. These guys asked for just regular New Game. I've got everybody up to level 75. I actually got, I think, a few of them. Most of them are at least level 75. Or at least level 70, and they go up here. The NES is nice, cubistic, but it misses wood grain, maybe? But yeah, like, I remember going back on GameFAQs back in the day, and we would, like, I would mark off, like, all the endings, and you'd find out when to go, which, honestly, they're not too difficult to do, right? Like, once you beat the game once, that's when you really start searching out all the new games under New Game Plus, or the endings off of New Game Plus. You go in and you do your the really good ending or whatever, where you quit lightning on my face. Here. You would go in there and you would do like the one where you take Chrono at the fair and go directly to Lavos at the very beginning of the game and beat it. Then you would do like the different ones where, yeah, like weirdest one I ever saw was Frog and Lean hooking up and creating frog people. That's right after, I believe it's if you go and use the fair telepod to go to Lavos, right after you come back from the 600 AD from the first time, I believe. I know my endings. At least I think that's what it is. But there's a whole slew of them like that. Like anytime you had a major event happen and you progress the story a little bit, you could go back and go to Lavos and fight him, and you would get a different ending. And I think there was a total of like 10 different unique endings depending on how you ran the game. And even more if you start counting, like, did you have Magus in your party? You know, did you save Magus? Did you beat Magus? Was he in your party? Did you break the spell on Frog? Those different things. Like, you could have different things happen based on all that. And I don't count those differences because they're basically the same endings. They just, like, swap out some, you know, the sprites and the characters a little bit. But apart from that, like, I feel like I've gotten them all. Found my favorite by accident to revive. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about there too. It's go fight Lavos right after the events in Zeal. It sounds similar. Never seen it in writing. Yeah, wood grain. Sir, this is not an Atari, Ethan Burris. Oh man. No, I love that New Game Plus one, and I was actually giving everybody the option to play it because it was like, if we did that one, I think every playthrough I would grab the extra power tabs and stuff and give them to certain characters and whatnot, so that, like, right now I think Chrono's stats on that playthrough like at max, and then I started going down. I think I'm working on Frog and Ayla's next, and Robo's. I've been trying to get everybody up to like max speed because, let's face it, Robo, I've got the slowest team possible right now. Robo and Luca are slow as hell. True, neither an Atari nor... Yes. Oh, I didn't even read what's on the screen. Something happened, Robo unlocked the things, and now we have a dude. That's all everybody needs to know. We have an acid. We are totally tripping up acid here, so... Frog is a great backstory. He's a horrible character. Look, Frog, I like Frog, okay? You don't get Arc Impulse without Frog, okay? An Arc Impulse, even if it's not the strongest triple tech, is a pretty freaking awesome tech. They featured it on the front of the damn box on the game. Yeah, you gotta have that thing. Arc Impulse is amazing. It's actually just really cool to look at. So I think it's one of the first triple techs you can get because it's got such a lower, like, it doesn't have near as much requirements on it. Luminaire and Antipod 3. Antipod is freaking awesome too. Antipod 3 is good. Luminaire is just such an OP spell altogether. So on that one, the one that I've been working on, I've been trying to get, so I assume you know, like, some of the intricacies. You continue to play the game, and when you get Ayla over a certain level, I don't know what the magic number is. We'll say it's 72. Okay, once you get her over level 72, her attacks cause confusion, I think, or chaos or something like that. And then, like, there's actually another one that you can go even further and it causes even more good stuff. But I don't remember what they all are because it's been so long. I think this is all still blocked off, right? Okay, Robin, Bow. I can't equip it! Damn it! My favorite combo? Dude, favorite combo? Ayla and Chrono Falcon hit. Amazing combo. Kills, like, virtually everything in so many different things.
Other than that, like, I don't really like a lot of Ayla's attacks. They just, I don't know what it is. They just don't ring very well for me. Alright. Alright. Now we make our way through. But, yeah, Arc Impulse is amazing. And Confusion. Oh my god, like, Confusion is, if you don't use it, it's so underrated. Like, it is amazing. I remember talking to, I was talking to one of my friends. He was streaming this game for the very first time, and he had no clue what Confusion did, which actually makes me think he never actually played the game. He just talked really good about it. He thought that Confusion was like, he didn't realize it was an actual attack. And so I was like, dude, use Confusion on these enemies. And he's like, why? I can't confuse them. I'm like, it's not a status inflicting attack. It's like the most OP attack that you can possibly have. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he did it, and he's like, holy shit, why have I never used this thing before? It's like, well, it doesn't, you know, initial look says it's not a cool attack. I get it. But trust me, like, if you're just going off of the name of it, no, you gotta read the description for these things. No, Confusion's the way to go in this game. Confusion, then, I think what I really liked was, Frog. One thing I did like, I like having Frog, or no, that's what it is. Marley, Ayla, and Frog as my dream team, right? And the reason why is Glacier is amazing, not Glacier, Ice Toss, Cube Toss is amazing, and then you get, what's the other one? And then Falcon Hit. Those two alone do so much damage. Everybody else is like, what the hell are you talking about, Silo? Stuff. Okay, I'm nerding out. Deal with it. Oh, I still have the Rage Band equipped. Hell yeah. Counterattacks are amazing. More people should do that. More games should have a counterattack. Alright, I believe... Yeah. I was gonna say, I believe this is the right way to go. Now, if we can get the attacks off without them causing sleep on us, life would be great. I am gonna have to heal, though, after this run. Okay. But yeah, there's so many cool techs in this game, and that's, again, I think I was talking about this too, you know, earlier in the game, the game and such. The dual techs and things they're features you don't get in a lot of games nowadays. Even the triple tech. We'll just kind of skirt on by. Empty. No, found money. Found money. Let's see, XA or BB. I don't know if it'll actually let you do these things without checking that out first. Now I'm kind of curious. I know that there's one of the bad things about playing this game over and over again is when you you know so much about the game and you want to like run ahead and it won't let you because it's blocking you. You're being blocked by an event or something. You have to have some kind of knowledge before you can actually do something. Not that that's happened at all during this playthrough. Quit attacking Luga. Ah. She did nothing to deserve this. Okay, I should be able to just straight attack. But yeah, it was fun doing that. My personal goal was at some point or another to get everybody maxed out at 99, and at some point or another I kind of like, I won't say it gave up. It was just, I think at that point I had moved off to college or something along those lines, and it was like, I'm just not going to be able to do this anymore. So that dream kind of got put on hold, but my New Game Plus file is pretty well rounded, I think. You can go just about anywhere in that game. Lavos is super easy and all those things. That on that particular geek playthrough, I think I've got all of the lady friends have rainbow dresses, and they all have safety helms. Or I have all prism helms for everybody. I've got prism dresses for everybody. I've got prism glasses for most everybody. Or so, I mean, like, I've gone through the effort to try to make that like a really, really fun playthrough. You just like melt enemies' faces. Punchy punchy. Also, I'm gonna point this out, like, this enemy right here, this is for the people who don't know this, right? This enemy right here was a debugger. The, earlier, a very similar enemy was the bugger. Alright. Alright, so that was XA. All of this is all we're doing is we're trying to make it so we can get, like, shortcutty things. Not shortcut, like advancey things. And there's one more we can do, which was BB. Alright. Which this is actually needed to move on. But, oh, good times. What was it? What's the... been off and on painting again? Finish your test. Ooh. How are those going? Also, I'm going to point out, I killed these people. I'm going to bypass attacking them again. And I'm going to heal my party because they be weak. Okay, I believe, if I remember correctly, I can actually get out of here now. Yeah. So, okay, one bolt sword. I think I already have a bolt sword. No. Damn it. Shoutouts to the time when I ended up with like 3 different load swords in my inventory. Alright, last defense lock code named Zabi. If you're looking at the controller, it's like these in a circle. Spells Zabi. Again, I don't ever remember if you have to have these codes to get anywhere. I just do it anyway. Okay. By the way, enemies won't attack you unless you actually physically touch them. Alright. I was actually curious, can these guys put Robo to sleep? That would be really funny and extremely inaccurate, because he is a robot. At most, they could just drain him and he doesn't exist. You know, he stops working. Post the images on Discord. Awesome. I will take a look after stream. Well, I don't know if I mentioned it either. This is not related to anything. I'm gonna have to be sleeping in the living room tonight. By the way, don't touch these robots or else the crane will come and pick you up and be an asshole. Alright, and down. Can I actually get through here? I can't. Huh. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna be sleeping in the living room tonight. I'm not in trouble. Don't worry about that. Damn it. Fucking the wrong one. My wife has been coughing an awful lot. So I will... She's asked to have the bed and to get some good sleep. What the hell am I doing? I need to leave. Forgot the order of operations here. I won't be sleeping in the living room and trying to get sleep that way. So rip me. You know what? I'll attack him. We'll do this. We'll make this happen. I used to be like in... well, I'm gonna end up doing it here. I used to be like extremely careful about how I hit these guys so that I got the best, the best bang for my buck. Like, if I started damaging one person, but I knew that it would be overkill with another character, I would, like, do that character on somebody else. I actually learned that strategy here and took it over to other games like Final Fantasy and such. Do I want this? I should be good for a little bit. Hold on. No, go away. Leave me alone. I think I gotta open hatch to get this thing to work, though. Alright. This may be a mistake. That was a mistake. Damn it. I always forget which one you have to attack first. I think it's the acid. Actually, now I know it's the acid. And it sucks that you have to, like, hit it so many times. I think the only way you can actually do decent damage on it is to do a critical hit. And now we can just go to town on these guys. On my New Game Plus that I've got, you can beat it for... I can beat them in, like, a single swipe. But, yeah. Can you use Slash or Flame Toss when they align? But what's the fun in that? We're having fun with this. We like smacky smacky slappy slappy with our swords and robot hands. Just saying. Welcome in, Gabriel. It's nice to see you. Hopefully you're having a good day, good evening, good morning, even, depending on where you're at. Eason Burst, I hope, is having a good morning. There are some things I do end up forgetting. This guy should be easy. Just saying. Time management options. Have you met me? No, you haven't, because you're new here. Time management is not my forte. Distractions are my forte. I did not say smacky schmacky. I said slappy slappy. Did I say schmacky? I don't remember now. I honestly do not remember. Thank you for the quote. I will go with it, okay? I said slashy slashy stabby stabby is my normal one. Unfortunately, we've got slashy slashy shooty shooty or slashy slashy bang bang slappy slappy in our party right now. Okay, I want to kill out. Let's see. Okay, all right, here you go. We'll slashy slashy, or yeah. I'm also a MP whore. Like, I don't like spending my magic points in this game. I save them. I hate using like things like that. Alright, one Titan vest. It's like the first time we've gotten something I can actually equip. One hammer arm. Pretty good. Cannot remember exactly. Do you want me to erase it so you can try again? I can do that. If I can remember the erase command. Alright, alright. No. Slappy. Slappy. Here. Okay. Look, if you're gonna quote me, you must quote me right. Alright? It was near enough. Luck. Accuracy, damn it. Accuracy is needed. Otherwise, who the hell are we anyway? It's so much better. Yeah, see? Ah, there's a bunch of these guys. Okay, combo. We'll do actually slashy slashy. Can I rocket punch this acid, please? No. Well, I can, but it does me no good. Alright, slash. Can I? If I do this, will it kill them both? Yeah, it will. And no counterattack. Even better. It's really funny, because I am very, like, conservationist when it comes to holding on to my magic points. And at the end of the game, I'm going to have, like, 1,000 ethers. Well, you can't have 1,000. I'm going to have, like, 50 ethers and shit in my inventory that I've never even used. And even never even looked at using, because that's a thing. Okay. Do 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 do. Plasma gun. Let's go ahead and let's equip that. The difference, it gets +6 on what we currently have. Alright. Ready? Zaby. Enter password. Remember back when games actually had like video, like they had codes and stuff you had to type in? Oh yeah. We're game genieing it up here. Also, I love Robo's response to everything. Let me just run in a circle. Emergency. Security system has gone haywire. Must escape immediately. Okay. We run. Hurry now. I like him. We also run through him. That is some wonderful bona fide 23rd or 23rd century? It would be 22nd century, right? Wait. How do you work that? If it was 22... Okay, we're in the 21st century. So it's... But it's really the 2000s. So 23rd century would imply that we were in the 22nd hundred. So would this be the 24th century at this point in this game? That's too confusing. My brain hurts. Stop it. These are my friends. R64Y, R67Y, and R69Y. It's good to see you. What are friends for? Punching in the face. What are you doing? You are defective. You have been tainted. Pardon? Why? Because we're tainted. I'm malfunctioning? Affirmative. Always think of, like, Robo... After playing Ratchet and Clank, I always think of, like, Robo talking like Clank. Why is it good to see me? Well, he thought it was good to see them. He thought they were good friends. A defect. I'm a defect. Have you forgotten our mission? All intruders must be eliminated. That was my purpose. You shame us, you must be destroyed. Alright. What are you doing? They're not letting me in, that's what they're doing. Ow. Ow. These are my brothers. Okay. Please stop. Daleks, yeah, there's the exterminate the robo. Exterminate. Well, I'm about to doctor them up, so it's fine. I got my sonic screwdriver in the form of a bolt sword about to smack their faces. Robo. Now to take care of the intruders. Honestly, these guys make absolutely... Welcome! Hi, Sparkling Raid! Welcome! Or Sparkling Raid. Sparkling Parfait. And welcome, Rice Baby Tran. It's nice to see y'all. Welcome, my name is Silo. It's good to see you. This is your first time here. It's good to see you. My name... I said this already. Goodness. My name is Silo. We're playing a retro game tonight. You were last playing Chrono Trigger. What do you think? Is it your first time playing? Or are you a veteran? How does this work? No, it's good to see you. Dargy Linkling? I hope I got that right. It's nice to meet you. We are having a very, very good night. You played the heck out of this game growing up, so I'm doing a replay through. Awesome. You got a veteran. I am actually playing this on original hardware. There's the Super Nintendo right there. So it's been fun. And it's been fun with all of its splendor of old ass controller and shorting out, because that's a thing. Rice Baby Tran, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Have fun, see you later. You gotta run? That's totally fine. Take care of yourself. Have a great, great evening. Yes, it is a SNES. It is my original SNES from back when I was a wee lad. But yeah, it is It's been a lot of fun. It took me a bit to figure out how to get it to hook up to all the streaming software and whatnot. I do have a capture card. I use that for playing the PlayStation and for Nintendo Switch stuff, but yeah, it was interesting. I had to find a special adapter as well. But yeah. This is not my first time playing. When we get to a stopping point, I can show you the my New Game Plus save file that I have. So, wait, a wee lad. Yeah, no, I wasn't a wee lad. I was just a wee lad. Okay, there was. Okay. No, okay, you caught us in a good boss fight too. One of my biggest regrets is like, oh dude, I understand that. Look, I recently, like within the last 5 years, I think, sold my Sega Genesis, and if I knew now what I knew then, wait, no, if I knew then what I knew now, make sure I get the saying correct. If I knew then what I knew now, that I could be able to find a way to get these things to stream, I would have done a lot more with trying to get that thing to work. Because old school Sonic the Hedgehog on hardware was amazing. And we have so many used video game stores around here, I would just eat them up. It just would have been so much fun. I loved it. But unfortunately, I was dumb. I made a dumb. I did dumb things. So this is my life now. I do still have my Nintendo 64, which at some point or another I will see about getting that guy hooked up. And then I do have my Nintendo Wii. I never had a Wii U. Unfortunately, that was like, I was broke whenever that thing came out. I mean, I was broke as a kid getting a Super Nintendo, but oh shit, that did not work out to my favor. I was broke whenever the Super Nintendo came out too, but I still managed to do it. I would also like to, at some point or another, figure out how to do a stream with my old PlayStation, or the PlayStation 2. So, like, I've got goals in line for things, but some of that stuff's just rude. Some of that stuff's way easier to do on emulator nowadays, you know? I should be able to just kill these guys. Let's see. Yay! Money, experience points, levels. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. They trashed him. They trashed him! Poor guy. My poor Robo, he's in bad shape. I'm not sure I can fix him. Let's get back to Protodome. No, this has been a fun game. Like, I recommend this to everybody. If anybody is ever into retro gaming at all, this is always the game that I point them to. Is like, if you don't like old school RPGs, or you've never played a good one, or you're afraid of playing one because you don't think it'll be good, this is always the game that I point them to, because it's such a good way to dip into the genre. It's a good way to dip into retro gaming in general. To me, and I've said it before, this is probably the best game that Square has ever put out. And I say Square, not Square Enix, not Squaresoft, just Square in general, just because of all the things that they put into it. We've talked earlier tonight about how some of the mechanics that they put into the game, New Game Plus, the dual text, triple text, things like that, were so new to the genre that, like, it defined things. And even now, to like current day, New Game Plus continues to be a thing. It's been a little bit changed up a little bit, right? It's changed. It's not quite the same as it used to be, but it has changed quite a bit, or it has, like, defined some things for some people. Okay, shh, don't talk, shh. Luke is fixing Robo. You're trying to save the world. I don't know how far we'll go yet, or we'll get, but that's the plan.
Anyway, Robo, what are you going to do when you're repaired?
What am I going to do?
Yeah, I mean, what plans do you have for the future?
Luca, no one has ever asked me that before.
Okay, sadness. It faded to black. Everybody knows what happens when you fade to black. Let me phrase that. Everybody knows what happens when it fades to black and there's not a bedroom in the picture. No, it's... Good morning! Everybody just goes to sleep. That's what it's all about. Look. I try. I fail miserably, but at least I have fun doing it. I try, though. Oh, goodness.
Robo, you're all right. Luca, you're
I never really figure out a good, like, characterization for these people.
I hope I never have to do that again.
Luca, I've made up my mind. I want to go with you.
Also try, so... Yay! It's what... Luca, I have made up my mind. I want to go with you. Yay. There's just something about, like, making him sound like a robot that just makes you happy. By the way, I really like those emotes.
Pardon?
There is nothing left for me here. Together, maybe we can give this planet of ours a chance.
Then let's go. The gate's up ahead.
This is a good spot. I love this. So my goal, you actually caught me, like, this was close to where I was planning on ending the stream. Because my goal is next stream I want to implement channel points to be able to change out my party. And you gotta kind of get to a point where you can do that. So, thank you. Definitely themed and made it them. Yes. I love them. They looked really good. You've done a great job. I remember those days. I hated my own emotes for so long, though. But I had a friend of a friend, and he was like, he needed some cash, and he did emotes, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll pay you some money. It's for a good cause. And he's a cool guy, too, so he's done a real good job. But I absolutely love them. I've got zero talent when it comes to this stuff. It's kind of one of those... Yeah, I'll try to slap something on there, and yeah. I think the best thing I ever did was the little paw prints that you see down in the channel points. That was my finest moment. Everything else is just kind of cheesy, so... But yay.
Hang on to your shorts.
Oh goodness. Yeah. I applaud you. I think that's amazing. Again, I can do pixel art, but I can't do anything major.
Where are we?
Check us out. We got to the end of time. Okay, so here's what I was talking about. This is my original game file that I had from back when the game came out. Actually, in 1996, I think, is when I got the game. 1997, something like that. And yeah, don't save over that. I worked too hard. In fairness, those are cute balls. I stole them from the internet and colored them myself. Shh! Don't tell anybody. Thank you. This was my original New Game Plus that I had. I always dropped it down into the second so that I could do stuff with it. Although I think I am curious, did I leave this on? Yeah, okay.
I almost always change this, right? No, not that one. I almost always change this guy off of this to something else. I thought I did last time too. I thought I had put it on here. Because this is... Default panels are so bleh. Alright, old man.
Ah, more guests. What do you mean, guest? And where are we? Why, this is the end of time, of course. All lost travelers in time wind up here. Now, where are you from? We're from Guardia Kingdom, circa 1000 AD. I come from 2300 AD. When four or more beings step into a time warp, the conservation of time theorem states that they will turn up at the space-time coordinates of least resistance. Here. Disturbances in the space-time continuum have increased recently. Far too many folks are just popping in here. I fear something is having a powerful effect on the very fabric of time. Which means one of us has to remain here. Stay here? Alone?
I really wish I had given her a different voice. I really wish Marley had a different one, but for some reason I can't go back.
It's pretty bleak here. But do not worry. All time periods connect here. You can visit your friends whenever you wish, but you can never travel in groups greater than 3. So, one of us must stay. Who will it be, Chrono?
Well, it's gonna be Robo for now, so... Sorry, Robo.
Please come for me whenever you need me. So, there you have it. Don't forget, press the Y button to switch party members. How do we get back to our time? You see those lovely pillars of light? Those hook you up to different eras. Once you've been through a gate, you can always use it to come here. To use a gate from here, step into the light and press the A button. Yes, we all have A buttons on our chests that we can poke and go to, yes. But beware, the gate which leads from that bucket. Hey! Don't be in such a rush. Before you go, take a peek inside the room behind me.
And by bucket, they meant this thing right here. This one is a nice friendly bucket, which actually looks more like a, I don't know, a moss-covered stool. Alright, hello Cream Puff! And one of the best music soundtracks in the game. Probably is up there and rivals Johnny's music from the bike race.
What are you looking at? I'm Specchio, the Master of War. I've seen all kinds of battles from here. How do I look to you? How do I look to yous guys?
Weak.
I see, let's put it this way. If you're strong, I look strong. If you're weak, I look weak. You're strong of will. That's why the old one let you through. Long before you were born, there was a kingdom where magic flourished. Everyone there could use it. But in time, people began to abuse their powers. It got so bad that no one was allowed to use magic, except wizards. But you have it. Determination, I mean. Magic needs power in the heart. Needs inner strength. Magic is divided into 4 types. You got lightning and water, and fire and shadow. You, with the punk hairdo, you're lightning. The one with the ponytail, you're water. And the one with the glasses is fire. Not just magic, but everything is based on the balance of those 4 powers. Think magic, and starting from the door, walk clockwise around the walls of my room 3 times. Don't lose track now. Alright, start at the... No! 1...
I like how he kind of creeps on you and stares at you while you do it. Also, if you don't walk right along the wall, he will call you out on it. Oh shit, I walked away from the wall. Well. Whoops! I blame my D-pad, shorting out. Oh, very good! Ipso facto minimo magical. Alright, Chrono learns to use magic. When magic is indistinguishable to technology as science. Dude, if you went back and showed somebody, we'll say 200 years ago, some of the stuff that we have now, they would say it's magic. Go back any further, you'd be persecuted for being a witch. So, to paraphrase, who was his name? Arthur C. Clarke? I don't know, I've just heard that phrase used a lot, so... Okay, everybody learns how to use it. Yeah, so, fortified with magic. You wanna try it out? Let's die. Let's die. Let's die. This is gonna kill us right here. We are dying to Specchio the Cream Puff. Alright. I love the fact that he keeps his music during the fight, too. And Luca's dead. Oh, no, she survived. Way to go! Yeah, the phrase goes the other way around. Wait, does it? Excuse me. Alright. Luca, please heal. I changed it up a bit. Okay, so, fun fact. If you can manage to beat Specchio, which is really difficult, mind you. If you can manage to beat Specchio, you can get some really good items. And you can't hit him with physical attacks, so yeah. I think he gives out magic tabs and some other really cool stuff. And another fun fact, as you keep on leveling up, his form does keep on changing. Until you hit, like, level something or other. Aww. Well, this is gonna be quick. Until you hit, like, a level something or other. I think when you get above, like, level 65 as an average in your party, or above level 60, he turns back into the little cream puff dude again. Yeah, lightning attack from him is pretty much a pure, it's almost instant death. Until you can get something to protect against lightning. I don't think we can actually beat him at this stage. I think we gotta level up just a little bit more. Stop! No! Get him! Damn it. Bye, Chrono. Oh, hell yeah, we did beat him. Gad, that was most embarrassing. Oh, don't make a habit of this. Here, this is for you. Alright, special refresher set. Magic tab and 5 others. I am the master of war. Oh, sometimes I scare myself. You guys are too much. Bring newcomers to meet me. Alright. Magic tab, always worth it. Actually, anytime you get these tabs, it's worth it. I am going to give it to Marley, though. Also, I have to ask, Sparkly Parfait, if you are still Sparkling Parfait, let me enunciate my words. If you're still here, how do you pronounce Marley's name? Is she Marley or Marl? Or a variation thereof, sufficiently advanced? Hey, hey! Well, well, people who lived long ago all enjoyed such powers. I forgot the name. I forgot my accent for him. Now, I know you all are itching to go ripping back and forth through time. But first you need to return to your own era, and you must hurry. The longer you remain here, the harder it will be to change that which must be changed. To say Marl, because that's how Japanese wrote her name, and yeah, okay. Well, we talked about this, I think, on last stream. It's kind of like, it's like, there's been multiple instances of different games, right? They have characters that if they don't speak the name, you don't know. And so, like, we were talking about, in Final Fantasy X, Titus, or Titus, whichever one you happen to go by. For me, I read it and I said, oh, that's Titus. And some people read it and they said, no, you're wrong, that's Titus. And, okay, yeah, Titus is the official. But if you've ever read it wrong and you thought it was the one, you could never change it. Same goes with it. We call it the Hermione effect, right? People who like Harry Potter have Hermione Granger, but if they read the books first, it was Hermione or some other weird version of that. My wife is obsessed with Harry Potter, so I get to hear all about this. Yeah. By extension, I know way too much, so... But yay, we made it to the end of time! I recognize that Titus is correct, but I disregard it as Titus sounds better. Exactly! I was like, I recognize, I'm with you. Absolutely. It's the correct way. I recognize that Marl is the correct way to pronounce Marley's name. But me and my friends called her Marley when we were growing up, and so she will always be Marley. I don't care what anybody says. Just like Luca is Luca, and Frog is Frog, and Robo is Robo. They all have their own names. I don't care if I pronounce them wrong. Pronounce them wrong. I heard somebody call Ayla Isla once, and I thought that was a little bit weird, by the way. But yeah, I don't care. At all. I will gladly die on that hill. That is my hill. Oh, goodness. But I hate to do this to you. It is my time to go. It is almost 1 a.m. here, so I do actually have to get going, because work sucks whenever it's at 7:30 in the morning. Let me see if I have anybody live. Let's see. I've got somebody playing... I've got 2 people playing Back 4 Blood, and I don't think we want to raid into them. Shanti... This can't be right. I don't think my thing updated. Give me a second. my Twitch raid stuff has been really weird lately, okay? I have somebody playing NA and Valorant. So I will take suggestions. You say Isla because friend Aisha introduced me to this game, to his game, and her name was pronounced Aisha. Okay. No, I get that. Honestly, that makes perfect sense to me. I could not disagree with that logic. Again, wait, have a good night, sir. Okay. Oh, thank you, Yusimburis. Have a happy Friday. Ha! I said it first. I'm the first person to wish you a happy Friday. It's only because it's like almost 8 o'clock in the morning. I always pronounced it Ayla, but again, we were a whole bunch of dumb teenagers playing this game at the time, and so, like, we didn't know any better. We just called it whatever we thought it was, and went with it. And then it stuck, and then you play the game for, like, 20 some odd years, and you go, yeah, that's how you pronounce that. Yeah, sure, that seems right to me. And then, it kind of just sticks. But, alright. Let's see if we can find anybody in the Chrono Trigger category. We'll keep that love going. Let's see, Chrono Trigger. Ooh, they're at the lean. No spoilers. I wonder if this is our first time playing. Ooh. Alright, hold on. Let's make sure that they're actually streaming still. Absolutely. Alright, we're gonna raid somebody named Castle BBZ. Castle BBs, I guess. Don't know. And say hi to them. So, everybody, thanks for coming out. Chrono Trigger is Tuesday, Thursday games. Just a reminder, at least until we finish Stray. When we finish Stray, we'll go on to Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. Streams start at 9 p.m. Central Time. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get this raid going. Yeah, the streams start at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then at the end of the month, just a reminder, I will be moving, so I'll be having to take a few weeks off while I figure all of that junk out, which may mean that we start shutting down and I can't do much at all except for, play Mahjong or something on stream. That could be fun, right? Until then, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves. Get some sleep. Get some rest. Get whatever you need to make your life wonderful. And I will see you guys on Sunday. That's very nice seeing y'all. Thank you again, Sparkling Parfait, for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you everybody else. I think Shanti came in with a raid. And Black Diamond and, well, Eason Burris too, but he doesn't count. Don't let him shh, I didn't say that. Bye, everybody.
So, not fun, but here's what it is. Not the pigeons. Silo Cat, thank you. With the raid party of 7. Much appreciated. Yes. Yes, look at us go.